One sec. That's the wrong. Whoa, wrong screen. Oh my god, I haven't streamed in like myself for how long? It's been like a couple days. I am so tired. Hello everyone. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Good evening. Good afternoon. Good. I don't know what fucking time it is for most people. Hi. Hello. Yeah, what's up? I assume that you guys are aware of my very many activities that I have somehow gotten myself a part of on accident, or most are not really an accident, but I agreed to too much, and then I offer myself up like the sacrificial lamb that I am when it comes to filling in for people. So I've been doing a lot these last couple days. I've got a lot of offline work that basically mega fucked me over too, so I have not had time to play a video game for myself, and or rather, no, I did. I could play a video game for myself, which is why I played Overwatch, and it was nice. I like playing with friends, and I'm glad the people hopped on, you know, because I wouldn't feel so lonely. You know what I mean? Voice sounds pretty today? No, it doesn't, because I've been working my voice to the fucking ground for the last 2 days too. Because in between all of the sessions of random bullshit that we've been doing, I've been having to record stuff. I've been having to read a lot of it, and it sucks. It sucks because I'm so and the amount of okay, well actually, on the bright side, the amount of water that I've been drinking, not bad. Also, Lemon, thank you so much for the glizzy. I appreciate it. I forgot to say. Man, congrats on the sweep, dude. I am so back. We are so back. That Mario Party win is literally all that I could have ever asked for. You have no idea. I was so happy. But yeah, make sure you rest your voice and congrats on the win. Yeah, thankfully, I can literally just chill out every once in a while. You know what I mean? I can literally just stop talking and log off, and it's like, oh, thank fucking god. You know what I mean? So it's been nice in that department, to say the least, at the very least. Man, no, I just offline work has been a little more difficult though, because they've just been taking up a lot of time, a lot more than I kind of anticipated. I'm gonna be completely honest, but you know, stuff happens. Just gotta wait until it gets done, and then once I get it done, and then I can go back to playing more video game at random time. Yeah, seeing you play with Ryan and the others was very fun. I'm glad people thought that was fun. I had a good time. I had a really good time. I'm so glad that we finally got the opportunity to play Mario Party, because I have not had the chance to play any party game or Nintendo game with anyone like in a while. So I am glad that we had the time to do that. It was very fun. Yeah. I'm fitting in time every so often to, you know, just chill out, not talk too much, which is kind of why I basically just wasn't able to stream like all of yesterday or the day before, really. Other than the Overwatch stream, just because it was like, it's easy. Not play Mario Party in years. I'm like super partial to Superstars. I'm gonna be honest. I much prefer playing Mario Party 5. I think that is like my all-time favorite, but other than that, you know, version or not, as long as I can play with friends, that's all that matters to me. That's all that matters. Honestly, the other Mario Parties were amazing. I think 3 and 5 are one of the better ones for sure. Yeah. You manifested twice? True. No one can ever say anything. From now on, I'm crazy. I'm crazy. If I can call upon the fucking the luck god out there to say, hey, can I can I have Bowser Revolution? That's all that fucking matters. I think Bowser Rev was so funny. Yeah, I've been playing. Oh my god, how's your New Year's gym goal going? I mean, I've been going this morning before I start stream when I had the time to do so. So I'm feeling pretty good right now. I'm doing pretty okay for the most part. I think something that I'm a little more frustrated with is the fact that I'm not pushing to the limit right now. I'm not 1-rep maxing, anything like that. But my working is still back at 245, which is nice. So my 245 bench, not bad. I just need to set a day when I can try to do deadlift and squat. I haven't had a chance to yet, or at least push that much. But I think my squat right now, I think is 225 still. My deadlift is also 225, so I'm back, but I'm not like where I want to be. You know what I mean? So there's a lot more room for improvement, that's for sure. That's for certain. When are we getting Bowser Gym? Yeah. It's been feeling good though. It's been definitely feeling good. I think probably give it like if I kind of try to, what is it? If I'm a little careful with my training for the next month or so, I can maybe raise it up, but I don't think I can go crazy. You know what I mean? You'll get there? Yeah. Other than that, yeah, I'm kind of like iffy right now because I'm like, I don't know if I want to really play a game today. As much as I did want to play Street Fighter 6, it's like, I think I've really pushed the limits a little too much. So I think my mental to like focus in on a game right now is pretty low. So it might just be Zatsu time today. I don't know how much people prefer it, how much people want to see me play a game, but I think I might need to just, you know, we can vibe out for the day. We're okay with slop. On God. 4 hours Zatsu? Probably not 4 hours, because as much as I wanted to do 4 hours and as much as I want to go for that long, Pomu is doing Frogbert today, and I'm gonna be there for that at 5 p.m. So in about 4 hours, literally. I'm gonna be over there. So unfortunately, I can't go for nearly as long as I'd want to. Not this time, at least. Zatsu time, yippee. Haven't been to my school gym since winter break started. Definitely going hard when I get back. Yeah, I think everyone should take the time to go out and go to the gym for like a little bit. I think it's nice. I think it's nice to finally be out of my own head for once in my life. What was I saying? Thumbnail's so funny. Yeah, I like a lot of the. I'm telling you, if you guys ever want me to, okay. First of all, thank you, Weeru, for thank you so much for the thumbnail, by the way. I always appreciate the meme redraws. I think those are the funniest ones, by the way. If you ever want to get me, if there's any way to not solicit, but be like, Claude, you want to have a thumbnail photo? What you want to use this? And then I'll be like, I'll think about it. That is the best way to do so. just like the meme redraws are probably my favorite type. You know what I mean? It's just so easy. I'm easy. Fun doodles are awesome. Yeah, they are. They are. Got you, fam. Real. Noted. It's exactly how the interaction would go. Yeah, you guys are just trying to like slip me something under the table while I'm too busy judging whether I'm gonna ban your ass. I'll be like, let's confess to your crime, and then you'll be like, what if I gave you a meme? And I'll be like, shit. Undercover deal? Yeah, undercover. Life is memes. Memes are currency in this world. Chanting you're the 5. Memes are currency in this world. Forgive me, Clawther. I don't know how I feel about that, but you know what? Hey, good luck out there. Someone make Claude the Markiplier E meme as a thumbnail. I would. Currency memes are indeed everything. You know, when I heard that TikTok was gonna get banned, and this is the time when I used to be like on my fucking phone all the time. You know what I mean? I saved everything. Hold on. I dumped all of my phone data on my computer, so I know how much. There is a lot of saved TikTok photos that I have. Gifted Pog. Aisha, thanks for gifting a memby. Okay, TikTok. How many items do we have? Okay. In this TikTok folder is 10 gigs of just saved videos. There are 3,259 TikToks saved in this folder. Listen, I came prepared for the drought. If the drought were to ever happen, I was ready. 3,000 ain't no way. Trust me. Trust me. You were desperate? Hey, listen, I'm future-proofed. You just have to make sure, because you never know what's gonna happen. You buy gold. Do not buy gold, but you never know. You truly never know. Me with my old men edits? What the fuck are old men edits? What does that mean? It was that serious? Hey, listen, in the event that if it ever happens, you just never fucking know. You know, I just have to make sure. What can I say? The overprepared guy? Damn, you weren't lying. You need your memes. I believe that the haha funnies will make the world go round. Yeah. Also, in the meantime, I'm so sorry if I like stop talking every once in a while. I am also like, ironically, so I'm also talking on stream for this. Today is Zatsu type day, but I'm also having to take care of like another thing that the kind of is like, oh, I can do it super passively, but I do need to like actually take care of. So I'm like, fuck. So there will be times where I have to like stop and like work for like a quick second and then be like, look back to this monitor and be like, okay, I can talk again. Hi guys. Take your time. Yeah, I'm trying to like, here's the thing, right? Like I did stream on top of having to do a lot of other things at the same time has been difficult, but that doesn't change the fact that I always want to stream. You know what I mean? Are you download the video or it's just screenshot? No, all of those are downloaded TikToks. Those are like the full videos. I keep that many just in case because you truly never know. Don't overdo it. I'm not okay. Well, okay. Here's the thing. I'm fine. Like, I'm not overdoing or anything like that. I'm not going crazy, but I am saying that it's like, you know, I'm chilling. Sometimes multitasking is just non-existent. So good on you. Yeah. Like this is why I do two things at once. How long did it take that to download? Okay. No, it's not even how long did it take to download. It's like literally just me saving the videos every so often and then just swiping next. And then if it's another funny one, then I'll save it real quick and then I'll keep going. And because it's seamless, it's like, okay, it never gets in the way of me actually consuming TikToks. That is to say, I no longer use TikTok. Keep in mind, I literally, at this point in time, the only social media that I have pretty much is Claude Twitter. That's it. I am like non-existent pretty much. Now all I do is look at Claude Twitter, close that shit for the day, go out and do something else, go do work, record something, and then I play video game, and then I turn on stream, and then I play video game again. So it is what it is. Grandpa Claude, I just don't want to. I'll be honest. There's the part of me that is like, I never want to be perceived again. You know what I mean? So I simply give you guys, you at this point in time, me being here is the only semblance of my existence anywhere. Valid, to be fair, yeah. That and also just me playing Granblue. I think Granblue is the only other place that I'm like technically doing something. I think I've been having a lot of fun finally coming back to Granblue only because I'm realizing like You know what? It's so easy to just like click on button every once in a while and then hit full auto and then never play the game again. Oh, that or I just leave it on in the background. It's so nice because it's like I feel like I'm progressing at something without having to actually do anything. You know what I mean? I don't have to actively click button if I have a full auto setup that is kind of fire, literally. So I'm like, okay, awesome. And because I already got my my 5-star uncap Seox, I don't have to do anything. Do you participate in Fire Guild War? Barely. Here's the thing. I maybe got back into the game like a week ago. At most, I got recruited to a random ass crew. I don't know who the hell these guys are. We're all just speaking in Japanese, and I'm like, oh, you're just gonna get us. And then we use crew buffs, and then we lose every round, and I'm like, all right, fuck, whatever. We're not gonna win finals anyway. So I like kind of played in Guild War, but with very, very low expectations. You know what I mean? I kind of only went in because I needed to get the sword and a katana so that way I can get Octo and Siete because I need to get more Eternals. That's literally me playing Honkai Star Rail. No thoughts, only auto. I haven't played Star Rail in a while. I'm probably going to log back in because one, there's a lot of money on the account. Two, there's a lot more content. But my issue is because everything's already power crept. I don't know how inclined I am to actually play the game. You know what I mean? The one thing that kind of deters me from coming back into a lot of games, and I think this is the biggest issue with gacha games to begin with, it is power creep. Power creep is just so, it really dissuades me from literally doing anything. Sure, Granblue power creep's like fucking crazy. Like this is normal. It's a 10-year-old game almost. But that doesn't change the fact that it's like, it is a very, very slow power creep. It is a very slow power creep. And there has to be drastic changes in order to make that character super, super viable. And even then, most of these characters are game breaking one time only. And then there's something else, or like a holiday version or a summer version that basically does something. With Star Rail for me, or even Genshin, it's like literally every update has a new character that's fundamentally broken. And I'm like, shit, you know what I mean? And it's like, okay, maybe I wait like 2 months and then suddenly I need to roll for a new character and I didn't save enough. And better yet, there's not enough stuff to do in the game itself to really gain enough currency to even roll for that character consistently or even guarantee me that roll for that character. Right? So then I have to, if I want to stay up to date with the meta, if I want to be doing Memory of Chaos and like, or like placed on the fucking Memory of Chaos leaderboards, you know what I mean? Like time trials and shit like that. Then you'd have to spend money if you didn't get that character. Or if you really want to do well, then you need to get multiple copies of that character. You need to E6 that shit if you want to do well. Right? So it incentivizes you to spend money and you're just like, okay, well, if I want to do well, I got to spend money. And it's like, I don't know. The one thing that I have now realized after many a gacha, it's just straight up like, if I really don't care about the game anymore, then I have no reason to really go back, or like if there's a new update to just toss like $100 out of nowhere. And I think that's how I feel with like Star Rail in particular. Like, don't get me wrong, I have an E2 a Daniel Hank, and when I say Daniel Hank, there's Dan Hank and then there's Daniel Hank. All right, we have Danhung the original, and then we have Danhung Imbibitor Lune. You know what I mean? So we have Dan and then we have Daniel. You know what I mean? Dan and then Daniel. I mean, so I have E2 Daniel. You know, I have the breakpoint, but I just don't. Even then, like the game is fundamentally changed. It's super. I don't know. It's literally if you have who the fuck is the new support? The new if you have Jing Liu and you have the new Harmony Ice Girl, I don't remember her name right now. Ruan Mei? Yeah, if you have those two, then you are now at the top of the meta. Like Daniel Hank has been overthrown in the span of like 2 updates. Right? So it's tough. So now it's like I really don't see myself ever, like, there's no way for me to fundamentally catch up in time with this meta anymore. So it's like, all right, you know, whatever. I still use Dan. Here's the thing. There's nothing wrong with still using Dan Heng though. You know what I mean? Like if you have him and then it's clearly one of your better characters, then that's perfectly reasonable to have. You know what I mean? But it is knowing that like if you're going to go into the content or the end game content of whatever update that you're doing, you're going to be stuck there because it is geared towards whatever character is in the current banner, right? Because they want you to roll for the characters. They want you to have characters that are good against the thing that they're throwing at you right now. And the things that they're throwing at you right now are the ones that they want you to spend money for, right? Thankfully, and because I'm a fucking weenie, I have Silverwolf E2. So then you can just play everything with just Silverwolf. Silverwolf fundamentally is the most future-proof unit because she basically says, fuck all of you, you're all quantum now, eat shit, die. It's so easy. Silverwolf is my favorite fucking character, by the way. If there's any character from Star Rail that I would want above all else, Silverwolf. Everyone can be, oh my god, everyone can always go, oh my god, Kafka, hot, blah blah blah, oh my god, Blade, oh my god, Daniel. No. Silverwolf will always be the core of any and all of my teams. Okay. There you go. Silverwolf is a legal cheat code for real. Yeah, literally the best unit possible. And I will stand by that. They're going to give us a free 5-star character in HSR though. Yeah, I mean, everyone gets a free fucking 5-star, but even then, is he going to be good? Is he going to be game breaking? No, the one that's going to be game breaking is realistically the one that you're going to have to spend money for. Like 90% of the game design at this point in time, and if you know that they're going to give it to you for free, it's fundamentally just going to be, hey, this is free, but if you want the better one, you gotta $30 right there. You know what I mean? So it's, hey, as much as I want to say free units are good, and at the end of the day, you know, I'm never going to complain about something given to me for free, but just know full well it's free for a reason. You know what I mean? It's free for a reason. Apparently he's actually good too. I would hope so. I would hope that he's genuinely really good. I will say ratio is diet, Daniel. Ooh. Unlike Alloy, Dr. Ratio can get cons. Oh, true, because you can roll for him. Free is good, money is better. That's the name of the game for every gacha game possible. So, I don't know. Is it bad that I never got the appeal of Kafka? I think it's okay to not get the appeal of Kafka, because if you just, I was gonna word something super bad. It's straight up like, if that's not your cup of tea, then it's not your cup of tea. You're not, like, you shouldn't feel pressured to like something that you know for a fact that you don't like. You know what I mean? And even then, fundamentally, Kafka is like, if you have like damage over time teams, then sure, by all means. Like if you have a Sampo who's super built, you have a Luca that's super built, you have a whatever other fucking damage over time unit exists out there, you know, then sure, go by all means. Then Kafka is very good, and if you like your character design too, then you can build a team around Kafka because you like character design. I think that fundamentally, there's another thing about gacha games that I think is like, if you like a character a lot, then you should feel okay building a team around a character that you really like, even if that character isn't meta. The issue for me is that I am like a perpetual meta slave. Like, I like to be on top of the curve, and I think that is what like drives me to play a lot of gacha games. However, that is to say, you should feel free to play video games any way that you want to. I think a lot of people kind of feel pressured sometimes of like, oh my god, like I like this character, but they're also just not good at the game. I don't want to I'm not sure if I should use them. However, that is to say, you know, I will always stand by, anyone and everyone should always feel free to play the game however that they want to play, right? Yeah, I will make a support my main DPS and no one can stop me. Hey, if that's what you want, and if that gets you through game content, by all means. I pull for meta supports, but when it comes to DPS, I just pick whoever I like. That is also a good one. I'm not gonna lie. If you, support units are the cores of most teams, you know what I mean? Because you can slot in literally anybody if you have a stacked support character. Like for me, like, oh, okay. I'm gonna say this right now. Although Silverwolf has a very special place as my #1 pick for literally everything, I still like Ting Yun from like every aspect, from character design, from voice actor to gameplay. Ting Yun is my everything, and I have my E6 Ting Yun. I'm happy about that one because I spent way too much time playing this fucking game. Yeah. Too bad that they, you know, no. Well, actually, can I even say spoilers at this point? Does that count? Is it? Are we past that point? Are we? I'm gonna assume that like all you motherfuckers who are talking about Star Rail at this point, you know what? You have already hit that point in the fucking game. Who cares? Everyone's already caught up. Yeah, you know what? Hey, it sucks that they decided, you know what? We're gonna fucking kill her off now. And knowing the team who writes Star Rail, or like the Honkai games in general, yeah, her ass is not coming back. And if they do, fucked up. I think if they retcon her and just be like, oh, by the way, she's not fucking dead, right? Then I will be upset. I will be upset. Because I think honestly, it was not a bad conclusion to have. It was not a bad conclusion to have. I was cool with that. She could still be alive, right? It might not have actually been her body. This is true. This is true. Okay? However, I am going to go with a firm belief. I'm going to go with a firm belief that they will not. Because there's no reason to. There's no reason unless they do the thing where they decide, oh, we're going to go back to the Shenzhou Luofu and just be like, oh, we have more fucking missions here, right? No, we are moving forward. We're moving forward, okay? I don't want to see them do the same thing that they do with Genshin, where it's like, oh, we progress the plot to like this point, but then suddenly we're gonna add more characters from like a previous planet that you have been to. You know what I mean? It's so. That is like one of the few things that really irks me, and I think Genshin is like a very big offender of this. Is when they add it's when they add new characters from older areas, right? It's like right now we're getting characters from Fontaine. If we get more characters or like a random ass character from Sumeru, I want to be like, why are we back in Sumeru? I thought we finished this chapter already. You know what I mean? Oh my God, how come we're getting another character from Liyue? I don't, dude, we're past this, right? It feels jarring, and I get the point being is that it's supposed to extend the longevity of the game itself, and because you'd want more characters to expand on the story of the location or the city in general, but I feel like at some point in time, it's just so, it feels like padding. It feels like we're getting nowhere else because the whole point feels like we're just going to constantly revisit these old places, and they're just going to add in a new subplot that I just frankly do not care about because I just want to progress the main story. Right? Though it's nice when they bring back older characters and develop their personalities, I think it's fine. I think it's fine if they introduce that character already, right? For example, I think them putting Cloud Retainer in is it's a good thing, right? And it's crazy to say after what I just said. I think it's good because they have already introduced Cloud Retainer in a multitude of different character stories. Because she is already prevalent in literally every other subplot for like 90% of the characters in Liyue, right? Then it makes sense. It makes sense because now you can expand on this character that has shown up every other time. But when it comes to like a new character suddenly who's like, oh my God, this other character from Liyue, and then everybody seemingly knows him. It's like, for example, like the new Lion Boy, right? Let's say, for example, what other character would interact with the Lion Boy, right? Let's say Xiangling, for example. If Xiangling is suddenly like, oh my God, hey Lion Boy, it's been a while. We haven't talked in a long time. Then it's like, huh? How come at every point in this fucking game that Xiangling has never talked about this man, right? So those are the few things that really irk me when it comes to these types of things. And I feel like all it really does is prolong this wait for the next game update. And I get the point that is to gain time. I get the point that it's supposed to introduce different gameplay mechanics to different characters, because each and every character is meant to play a different way, right? But I'm not gonna coin it off as lazy writing. At the very least, I'd imagine that when they do introduce these new characters, when they do decide like, hey, there's gonna be these pre-established relationships that they have with other older characters that have already been introduced, fine, whatever. At the very least, I'd imagine that they do a good job at trying to transition them into the game. However, it doesn't help the fact that it doesn't feel like we're progressing anything at all because we're going back to this older area. Yeah. So they kind of just appear, and even if I like them designed, or I like the designs of them, I wish they were just mentioned in some way. I also agree. I feel like they have to, like, for most games that I feel okay with it having an older unit, it would have to be that they introduce them at some point in time. The progression is real slow, but you can call it filler if anything. Is this what it's like to experience the drought that is like waiting for the next chapter, right? For like for example, like any shonen manga where we're just slowly waiting, and if the author goes on like hiatus or something like that, then you have to wait like another century before they release another chapter, and you're just like, okay, this is never going to end. I wouldn't even call this the Naruto effect, because this goes to literally any and all shonen manga for the most part, right? And I'm glad that most, at the very least, have finished. At least they've finished. And sure, it is maybe like 300 chapters, 400 chapters, even 600 chapters at some point in time, right? But at least they finish. And then we can get post-game content. Then we can do random shit. Fine, you know? The Hunter x Hunter effect for real? Yeah, okay. I think the Hunter x Hunter one is the most, not the biggest offender, quote unquote, but like the most notable of this in this regard. So it makes sense. But it's why I didn't play a majority of Sumeru updates. I think Sumeru was too daunting for me to want to get into, and I think that's why I'd stopped right before the release of it. Even if I like the characters, even if I like a lot of the things, I just could not bring myself to actually play the area, because it was, one, super daunting, two, going back to the previous one, it is like a requirement to have these set of characters in order to perform well, right? So it's just taking, it's difficult because it's a very expansive area with a lot to do, but it feels like it's being drawn out for way too long. Sumeru was exhausting. Fontaine has been so fun. The lore is very interesting. I think Fontaine is good. And I think Fontaine is, one, very well paced, two, has a very unique cast of characters, three, I think with the introduction of these new characters, at the very least, it's pretty seamless, and they fit very thematically. They make sense. They have their own narrative. And even then, if they do have like pre-established relationships with other characters, it doesn't feel super forced by any means. So I don't know. I think Fontaine has been doing a very good job. I think Fontaine it seems really fun, and if anything, is something that I think is a lot more interesting. And I'm glad that at the very least, Genshin has moved in that direction, to say the least. Yeah. I feel like Fontaine has been like the most cohesive design in comparison. Like, I think everything just fits very, very well. Anyway, Monster's home, Inazuma's love, Fontaine's life. I forgot that Inazuma even happened. I'm gonna be honest. Inazuma was another one that I was kind of like, oh, right, fucking... I feel like that one went by really fast. Another thing that I'm a little frustrated with, another thing that I have some gripes with, is things that lock you out because you need to wait for the next daily. I think the Fog Island in Inazuma was extremely frustrating. That doesn't change the fact that I did 100% it, right? But the fact that in order for me to move on and to complete an area, I had to wait until the next daily reset was probably the most frustrating thing that could have ever happened out of that area. Don't get me wrong. I think the story behind that area was really fun. I think the concept behind the area is really fun, but I don't think I should have to wait 24 hours for me to want to play the game, right? Wow. Yeah. Daily lockouts on non-event content is trash. I think, yeah, if it's event content, sure, whatever, by all means, you know what I mean? But it has to be only for events. If it is for regular game content that is like perpetually there, then I feel like it sucks to really like lock me out of that. Yes, those are my mini gripes with gacha games and like other things right now. And that is to say, I would like to make this very, very clear. The games themselves are still pretty fun. I think you can still derive enjoyment from whatever game or piece of media that you have, but that doesn't mean that they are exempt from criticism, right? You can still have fun and play the game even if there are parts of it that maybe aren't the best. Because I don't think there's any game that is perfect by any means, right? Like no game is going to be like the penultimate one that has zero flaws. However, I think if there's anything that I think people should avoid is to, at the very least, voice their concerns or give criticism in a very constructive way, as opposed to being like, this game fucking sucks. Because I think that leads to nothing. It doesn't lead to a discussion. All it really is this blanket statement of this game fucking sucks. And you just feel that way. And if anything, if you hold on to that belief, then it just detracts from the enjoyment of the game. Even if the game isn't objectively bad, right? So I don't think you should ever cloud your perception of literally, and I guess this extends beyond that, right? It's if you were to, if there's some aspect of something that you like that kind of sucks, and suddenly it tears down this entire vision, or like the perception that you have of it, and it's like suddenly you can't derive, like you can't have fun with it anymore, right? And that sucks. That sucks. So at the very least, if you're going to like say something, or rather if there is something that you do not like about it, at the very least, or like try to make sense of it. Try to make sense of it. Because if it makes sense, then at the very least, there is like a reasoning behind something that you happen to dislike. And I think that can go for literally anything. Claude, you should get into Identity V. I have friends who are into the game. I myself have never played the game, but also okay, I'll be honest, I've never played like Dead by Daylight and stuff like that. I don't know how to enjoy that gameplay loop. It's not my thing. And even then, I don't know. It's just not something that I myself find that I enjoy that much, I guess. I mean, granted, I guess Prop Night was like the one time I've like properly experienced that. But even then, it's like I don't know. It has to be for fun. But just the whole like, oh my god, 4 survivors, 1 killer. It's hard for me to really sit down and be like, okay, this is cool. I don't know. Also keep in mind though, I don't like the whole like, I have to wait for this thing. I have to fix this thing at like X amount of time. I have to sit here for a full minute. Otherwise it's not going to get fixed. And if I mess up at all, then I lose progress. So then I have to sit here for longer. And then even then, if the killer happens to show up behind me and I'm like, oh shit, then I'm like, oh. It just feels defeating. And at some point in time, it doesn't feel like it's a matter of skill. It feels like I just got lucky or I didn't, right? I have to hope that this killer doesn't show up. I have to hope that this person is just a bad player and doesn't catch me and lets me get away with it. Or I have to hope that I don't mess up this skill check or a quick time event, basically. There's so much about it that basically like kind of doesn't interest me in that way. And I think that's why I just do not derive joy from that type of gameplay loop. However, that is to say, like, I still give it the chance regardless. I still try to play the game at the very least to see whether or not I like it. So, hey, that's just my opinion. I think you're allowed to enjoy those games regardless. It's not to say that like, oh, because you play this game, I do not like you. It's like, that's your thing, Also, I get stressed out playing games like that. I think it depends. I think for me, it's not even like stressed. It's more like I'm just annoyed. I don't know. Not knowing how the round will go is a fun fact for me, I guess. But I feel like I can get that with literally any other like competitive round-based game, which is why stuff like Counter-Strike and stuff like Valorant makes sense more to me, right? And even then, those, I think with Valorant in particular, because it's a skill check on very even playing fields based around the surroundings that you have, I feel like that one makes more sense to me. As opposed to this one where it's like one person has the option to fucking kill me, whereas I have to either throw a fucking tomato or flashbang his ass, and we are on very different playing fields because we have different tools at our disposal, right? So I think that's the other thing. I believe that there is some level of like, there has to be some level of like, I can still stand my ground with this person because I have the same access to the same tools that this person does. Which is like, okay, hey, if he has like an M4 and I have an M4, cool. If he has an AK, I have an AK, cool. Have you tried BattleBit Remastered? I've seen friends play it. I myself have not played it yet. I've watched a couple. I'm not gonna lie, there's some really interesting video essays about the game itself and the development of it that have kind of made me interested in just like how it's become the way that it has. But I have not yet played the game. I am very curious about it though. That is for certain. Yeah. There are games with where skill factor more than chance. I believe that skill factor is more important for me. And I think that's why, like, even if I play games like TF2, for example, I think with TF2 in particular, right? Like, I would play TF2 in the sense that I will only go on servers with no random spread and no random crits, basically. It has to be, like, purely competitive for me because all that really... I play games to have a skill check, you know? Sure, I don't hear anything about power creep and Valo with the characters. Well, I mean, there's no power creep necessarily, but there are characters who will definitely fit the meta based around what maps there are and like how they interact with other characters, right? For example, like there's a reason that like Chamber used to dominate as a Sentinel and he was a must pick on every team on release. And then before they decide to take away his TP and put him in the position that he is now Killjoy and Cypher are back, and Killjoy and Cypher are now premier Sentinels that are supposed to be in the game. Looking at you, KJ. Yeah, now KJ is going to be out, and now, or rather, see, for example, like KJ used to is still like the dominant Sentinel on a map like Ascent, for example. Whereas now you can see a lot more room to put Cypher on a variety of different maps. That's KJ was also equally as much just like the Sentinel you want to have on every team. So that is to say, like maybe I am cope about being a Cypher main. Maybe it is, but at the same time, that doesn't change the fact that it's like, at the very least, changes to these characters or changes to other characters that indirectly bring others up still adds a different spice to the game that at the very least means that you're going to see a variety of different gameplay as a result. Yeah. Forgot Battle Sage was taken away. I think Battle Sage was a little, in all fairness, as much as it is like a good, like it is a different way to play the game. And I think everyone should have the opportunity to play the game that you want to play. I think Battle Sage unfortunately detracted from the intent that Sage had to begin with, right? You're meant to be a support character. The point of Sage is to be a support character. And I think at the time when the heal was at its full strength, it was... What's the right word? I'm trying to think of like the right word, basically. It incentivized you to play super selfishly, and that goes against the core design of the character, right? I think it needs to stay in line with what the original intent of the character is in order for it to make sense. There are times, and I think that's another thing, right? It's like, what's the right word? Or I'm trying to think about like another analogy in the sense where we kind of see this really happens. What is it? I want to like, let's liken this to like an RPG in particular, right? Let's say, for example, you have a new character who is like a melee character who can utilize range, but is frankly meant, and his core design is to be a melee character. But then people realize, oh shit, playing him as ranged, albeit at a shorter range, he's really strong still as a ranged character. So then the meta basically shifts to playing him as a ranged character. And that doesn't make sense, right? Because the main point of him is to be a melee character. So as much as there is like an alternative way to play the character itself, if it doesn't stick to the initial design and the intent to do so, then it really like, it's a big mismatch of characters. Describing Overwatch meta in totality, dude, that is another thing. It's the same thing. I guess Allari is a good example of this, right? Allari dishes out way too much damage for a support character to begin with. I think Kiriko is like a little different in the sense that obviously she is meant to be similar to Genji or similar to Hanzo in the sense of being a projectile character and having that like skill check basically. But I think Allari dishes out way too much damage for being a support character. And on top of that, an ultimate like that just does not make sense on a support character. Right? That is like one of the few times where I'm genuinely like, this does not make sense to me. When you think about it, Skye is the only other healer and she can't heal herself, but she's also an initiator, so it makes a bit more sense for her role. I mean, at the end of the day, the heal I think is additive as opposed to fundamentally changing the way that she's meant to be played, right? She still has the bird, she still has the dog, she still has the ulti, all of which are meant to initiate, all of which are meant to get a team on a site. And it still, at the end of the day, she fits her core role to the T. The heal doesn't detract from what her design is meant to be. Yeah. Alternative play possibilities are good unless it changes the character's main play type. That is exactly the point. So I think that is my stance on it, at least. I think character design and good game design, it's difficult, you know what I mean? Also making Mercy's res a skill was pretty crazy, even though it's one character. I don't know. I think that was a healthier. I will admit the Mercy change was a very healthy one for the meta at the time. Like it made sense, and if anything, made it more. What's the right word? It was a lot more flexible and a lot more fun because now you didn't constantly have to gamble on this like super big 180, turning any fight around in it like in an instant because of it. You know what I mean? So that's the way that I felt about it, at least. Consistent? Kind of. I guess it's more so the change itself made it so that playing against a Mercy wasn't a constant coin flip. I think the ulti res, where you can res everybody, basically an entire fucking team, if you flew in one time, just was basically like, okay, shit, we gotta make sure that the Mercy's dead, or she's gonna basically turn an entire fight. We're gonna be like, oh shit, right? So, I don't know. I like the state that Mercy is in now. It makes a more sense, and I think it's healthier for the game. Similarly, okay, I am of the camp that I think the 2 tank was fine. I'll be honest. I think 2 tank was okay. I like 6v6. Albeit like now it's less crowded, and if anything, I think the game is healthier. I personally liked it when it was still 2 tanks. Sorry about that. I don't know. I know that it is polarizing amongst a variety of people, and if anything, you know, people lean more towards to where it is right now. But you know, I do miss the days. I do miss the days when you can just farm ultis off 2 tanks and then hopefully pop off. The game was so much easier. I low-key missed the Find Mercy minigame before a potential team lab. True. Because then you literally just had to play support first, no matter what. 6v6 always just made more sense to me. I think it should have stayed that way because I feel like that was the intent of the game to begin with, but you know. Sorry, I have to make sure that I don't like kill my voice for the next like couple days, basically, because while Impulse is gonna be happening, I'm gonna try my best to still do as much as I can, like recording wise, offline in the meantime. So I have to keep my voice from like dying, and if I lose my voice, then I'm gonna like, oh, not good. Yeah, I think recently Oh my god, I don't even know how to describe like the last 2 days. Now that I'm really thinking about it, the last 2 days have literally been like a complete fucking blur in every aspect, basically. Oh my god, where did it all start? Where did it all start? I'm trying to think, because holy shit, think about it. Tuesday, better yet, I wasn't even supposed to play in the Monopoly game, okay? I wasn't initially gonna play Monopoly. I was gonna stream before then, but then Kunai was like, I need someone to swap in, and I'm like, fine, I got you. So I came in 4 o'clock, all the way, 4 or 5 hours, Overwatch, another 4 hours. I pass out on the ground, wake up, oh shit, I'm 2 hours late to the collab for drinking with the boys. I had a beer ready on my desk, and I was like, oh fuck, I gotta get up and go. I get a cup of ice, crack open a cold one, I'm ready to go in the morning. 8 a.m., drinking with the boys. I think that one was probably not the best idea, for me at least, because I don't drink. And also, but at the very least, hey, only one was fine. I was cool for the rest of the day. And then we go to Mario Party. But then Wilson's too hungover, so then I play another game of Mario Party. Right? It's like, oh, right. And then on top of that, after Mario Party, Marilyn is playing Apex by herself in the call. And I'm like, oh, okay, no problem. I hop on for that one. So, hey, I've been around the block. All right. I've been everywhere. I don't know. You're such a G for all that, though. I feel like I'm spreading myself super thin, but I feel like right now it's important for everyone to keep the mental up. You know what I mean? I want to do my best to be there for when people need someone to fill in, or if they need someone to do these types of things, because, you know, some shit happens, and I don't think it kind of sucks to feel like you can't like rely, or rather it sucks to pull out and just be like, there's nothing else I can do at this moment. You know, so I want to, at the very least, to be available in order so people don't have to worry about feeling bad about like, oh shit, I gotta miss this, or, you know, I can't do this right now, and I don't want to bother someone to like fill in a spot. Yeah. As much as it sucks that I can't do my own stream as a result of it, but you know, I think it's still it's pretty important. I think it's pretty important. Take care of yourself too, dude. I think that's why, like, I'm, instead of like going crazy and trying to play like a big game today or something like that, like at the very least I can just chill out and like not have to think about anything. I've never heard a more cleric statement. I guess you can say that. Sir, I've never been worried about anyone's condition more than me. Take care, please. Listen, I'm built different, literally. Yeah. Oh my god, lore accurate? Real. I'm just here to make sure that people are okay. You got that dog in him? On God. As long as you're taking care. I think I'm pretty okay right now. If anything, like, yeah, I'm a little winded, and I just don't feel super. I don't feel super in the zone to play a lot of games right now. But that's equally as much by I still want to be able to do a stream when I can. And it kind of sucks that this month I have not been able to do nearly as many streams, just because I've been having to do a lot of things offline as well. And that's why I'm kind of like, fuck, man. Do you rest after gaming? Dude, after last night, I was out cold. I was gone. I woke up this morning, I was like, shit. And then I went back to playing Granblue, and I was like, oh shit, I gotta go to the gym. And then I went to the gym, and then I got my coffee, I came back, I did my things, I got my lunch, and then now I'm streaming. And that's honestly, I'll be honest, that was the easiest. I feel pretty good right now. I'm still exhausted, but I feel good right now in the sense that, like, I'm refreshed, my schedule is kind of back, I got a good night's sleep after everything that happened. And now I can direct a lot more focus onto doing a lot more stuff after this stream. And also get to go to Pomu stream later, because Frogbert's gonna be, yeah. I haven't played VR chat before, to be honest. So good chance, I guess. Again, VR confuses me. I'm gonna be real. I don't get it. I feel like it's such a, and I feel like I've talked about this one before. It's a very, very heavy investment, and it's just not something that I really see myself getting into unless I do try it out for myself, at least once. Are you good with motion sickness? I feel like with the amount of FPS I play, it's pretty abundantly obvious that I'm pretty okay with motion sickness. You know? I've just never done like actual like VR, like the headset and everything, and like the trackers and all that stuff. Which I don't know. In all fairness, after watching Vox play Help Wanted 2, I'm like, kind of want to try. True, but with the headset for hours, oof. Oh, right. I can only imagine how much you have to build stamina to actually like, have that for so long. Apex be crazy with motion sometimes. I feel like it's what the fuck? VR chat is built different. I went to the Black Cat, I don't know what that means, and got swarmed by E-boys and a Ninja Turtle. I don't know shit about, like, you are just saying words to me. Like, I don't know what the Black Cat is. I mean, I know what E-boys are, but I mean, a Ninja Turtle? Like, these words separately make sense, but together just does not. But I guess anything happens in VR chat. He's the rare type in NIJISANJI EN to not have motion sickness. I feel like, well, I guess, I don't know. Oh yeah, that is true. I mean, does everyone in EN basically have motion sickness? Now that I really think about it, I feel like most people don't, right? I feel like the people who do play FPS don't, and the people who don't play FPS do. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know. VR FPS, if Pistol Whip is really, really good at FPS and rhythm game, I think that is my shit though. I would be really, really, ooh. I think it would be really, really cool. Now that I'm really thinking about it, ooh, okay, maybe if like VR FPS sounds really fun though, actually. I don't know how good I'd be at it actually. Cause I feel like a weapon in VR is so fundamentally different from like an actual one, I guess. So I can't tell. You know what I mean? Are you a rhythm game enthusiast? I don't play it nearly as much, but I mean, I play Project Sekai. I play, actually, I think right now that's it. I only play Pro Sekai. I feel like you would be tuned to VR FPS, hurt yourself or break something. I feel like I'd break something. That is true. FPS VR, but also you feel the recoil. Is it really though? Do you feel the recoil when you play VR? Actually, no, I think that is one of the few things that kind of confuses me. Do you feel the recoil when you play like a VR FPS? Because I feel like that is like the one thing that doesn't make sense to me, right? For example, when you do fire a real firearm, you obviously do feel the recoil because you physically are, you know, there is kickback to a lot of weapons. Like that is just the truth of it, right? So I feel like when you do play like VR FPS, it kind of feels jarring, I guess. And I think that's why it's like I think it'll fuck with my brain just a little bit. You don't, but imagine feeling the recoil. Ooh, true. What is like the word for it? You know, like phantom sensations or whatever the fuck. I think that's a thing. I feel like there was like there was some video that I'd watched basically that was talking about like, yeah, if you spend too much time in VR, you'll get like this these like feelings, but they're not actually there, right? Is it placebo or is it yeah, phantom pain is like an aspect of it where you feel it's like what is it? Phantom pain or phantom feeling? It's like when I think amputees who don't have like a specific limb, for example, like I know people who have like who don't have a leg basically can feel like as if they did have a leg, but it's not there, obviously. You know what I mean? There are stories of that. So is that like a similar feeling? Is that common amongst like VR players? Yeah, phantom pains are real. I don't know. I feel like I've thought about this in the past, but I've seen videos, and that's why I've always been like curious about it. I think recently oh my God, I've consumed so many different like video game documentaries lately in my off time, because when I'm working, I'm doing a lot of different, or rather like I have a YouTube video on the side when I'm doing like, when I'm too busy looking at shitty spreadsheets and like whatever the fuck that I'm having to take care of, then it's like, I will have like a random summoning salt video or like a different video about like a different video game, whether or not I have played the game or not. You know, for example, like I don't play like much FNAF at all, right? I don't know I don't know a lot about the lore. I mean, obviously, the Bite of 87? You know what I mean? I don't know shit. But that doesn't change the fact that like the videos about the concept of like, for example, like challenge runs or like ultimate custom night and stuff like that. It doesn't like, I still think those are interesting. And I think the idea of the fact that people can push the limits of a game to its literal pinnacle of difficulty is so interesting. And the road to get to that point is also really, really cool. And I think that's why like I really like speedrunning and speedrunning videos and the like, because there's so much depth that goes into finding these routes, discovering things about the game, being able to perform these tricks, memorizing these patterns to a fucking T, right? There's so many different things to it. And that's why I'm like, I feel like video essays or video game documentaries in general, I feel like I've gotten so much better because there's so much history behind a lot of different games. I think like even, there's one dude I know who does stuff. He does speedrunning videos about like Jax, or not. I think like Jax 3. I think I don't know if he played Sly Fox, but the Rixer also does really, really good speedrunning documentary videos, and I actually really like those a lot. He did one on God of War, Spyro, what the fuck is it? Sly Fox 2, and I think there were like the one Yu-Gi-Oh game. I think Forbidden Memories, the one that everyone speedruns. I think that one got pretty popular for like a little bit. Yeah, I think those are really cool. Those are really cool. I like Nuzlockes for the same reason. I think Nuzlockes are too hard in my opinion, but also I think they make for interesting videos because there's a really cool story or narrative behind whatever run that you do, or how you're meant to play like a specific run or something like that, right? For example, I think Alpha Red videos are pretty cool when it comes to those, where you have a lot of these like runs that like can either like are a bust, or suddenly they clutch the fuck up and you know, you finish the run. It's awesome. But I don't know. I play Pokemon for, you know, my personal reasons. You know what I mean? Like I play Pokemon because I want to collect my favorite Pokemon. I want a Zoroark. I want a Metagross. I want a Salamence. You know what I mean? I feel like I play for just me wanting to collect my favorite Pokemon, and then also like, but VGC, right? I think VGC is really fun, but then also, do I really want to play? And the more I think about it, fucking Assault Vest, Iron Hands, what do people run in Fluttermane right now? I don't remember what item. Fuck. And like any other choice band sweeper, basically. I want to see someone in EN play VGC so badly. I think me and Alira watch a lot of VGC. Ironically, I haven't played what was it? I haven't played Scarlet Violet. I have the game, I just never played it yet. I got it as a gift from Alira, actually. So I've been holding on to it for a while, so I've been meaning to start it. But I do want to try. I do want to try to we'll probably do some like online battles if I do get into it. Yeah, I think Nuzlockes are cool to watch as like videos, and I think they're interesting content-wise, but it's not something that I'm interested myself in playing, because I think there is just a level of difficulty that I just do not wish to play. But at the same time, it's like I still want to do the things that I enjoy within the game itself, and that is collect my Pokemon. Yippee! Right? AKA, like, as long as I can get my hands on one Zoroark, Zoroark, then that's all that matters to me. That's all that matters. Do you have a favorite evolution? Tough, actually. I like Umbreon and Jolteon. Umbreon and Jolteon. I think I wasn't playing Pokemon that much when Sylveon got introduced, to be honest, but I do like Sylveon too, actually. Yeah. Espeon kind of. But I have like mixed feelings, but that's also because I played Gale of Darkness. So, yeah. Do you know Pokemon rap? Fuck. How does it go again? I know the ones in order, right? I know how to do it, but I don't remember like the other words. It's like, fuck, what was it? I want to be the best there ever was, to beat all rest. Yeah, that's my cause. It's like Electro, Diglett, Nidoran, Mankey, Venusaur, Rattata, Fearow, Pidgey, Sea King, Jolteon, Dragonite, Ghastly, Ponyta, Vaporeon, Poliwrath, Butterfree. Fuck. Next verse. I know them in order of like how the rap goes, but I don't know the actual rest of the words, basically. Fuck. Venomoth, Poliwag, Nidorino, Golduck, Ivysaur, Grimer, Victreebel, Moltres, Nidoking, Farfetch, Abra, Jigglypuff, Kingler, Rhyhorn, Clefabelle, Wigglytuff, Zubat, Primeape, Meowth, Onix, Geodude, Rapidash, Magneton, Snorlax, Gengar, Tangela, Goldeen, Spearow, Weezing, Seal, Gyarados, Slowbro. I could go more, I think. Yeah. I never played XY, actually. XY was one of the few games that I haven't played. Favorite legendary Pokemon? Favorite legendary is tough. I feel like I need to like look up the legendaries. I'm not gonna lie. Cause like I don't remember all of them. Actually, no. My favorite, one of my favorites, you motherfuckers gonna think I'm weird. Regigigas. I think Regigigas is one of my favorites for multitude of reasons. One, I think with the introduction of Weezing, neutralizing gas, and removing slow start, and when he became relevant in VGC for like a little bit, I think Regigigas is a literal fucking walking tank, right? Literal monster. Awesome, right? Two, the one dude who made a Regigigas overdose cover where like the introduction of overdose is just Regigigas. I think that one's funny as fuck. And 3, I just like the Regis. I think the Regis itself as a concept is really, really cool. So, yeah. I think Regigigas is pretty awesome. It's a thing, hell yeah. Awesome, yeah. Oh, right. And Deoxys. I love Deoxys. I think Deoxys is a really goofy Pokemon. Yeah. And then there's Darkrai, but I mean, who doesn't fucking like Darkrai? You know what I mean? Best form of Deoxys, defense form, and whoever fucking tells me otherwise is a liar. anyone can give me shit for defense form Deoxys, I do not care. I will stand by my boy. He does not deserve the disrespect that people put on his name. I think it's so funny that you guys say based because all of my friends are basically like defense form Deoxys is ugly as fuck, and I'll be like, damn, okay. But then they released oh my god. Do you guys know about the Pokemon plushies? Like the hugging plush that like they drape over your shoulder or some shit like that? I think. And then they released one for fucking defense form Deoxys, and I was like, awesome. The recognition that he deserves. Defense form Deoxys. I have the Zangoose version. Oh yeah, oh fuck. What's the? I think it's Zangoose, Zeraora, defense form Deoxys, and then like one more of like the new Pokemon. It's like the big like bear, but like not Ursaring, Ursaluna. It's like the pink and black bear, I think. I don't know what it's called. Pokemon people. It's super basic. Beware. Is that really what it's fucking called? What gen is this motherfucker? Generation 7? I didn't play Sun and Moon. I didn't play this one, so. I know next to nothing about this. I don't know why this guy Beware being built like this is kind of funny though. I'll be honest. Alola? Was Alola good? Was Alola good? I think conceptually it was awesome, right? Mega Evolutions, I think were probably the coolest fucking addition to the game. I think the only issue that it had was the fact that it took away the item slot, right? Because then you lose out on this huge level of playability and team building as a result, right? I don't know. I liked Megas, all right? The concept of Megas was really cool. I'm gonna be real when I say that I'm not the biggest fan of terrestrialization. Like, it's kind of that or Gigantamax either. You know what I mean? I think it's just such an extra mechanic that I'm just, it's not cool. Ugh. Mega is the only real good gimmick IMO. Yeah, like I agree, because at the very least, it fundamentally changes the design of whatever Pokemon it is, and it's really cool. They have like these alternate forms, and I think it's like for example, like, even older Pokemon, like the Hoenn starters. I think I'm gonna be honest. One of my favorite Mega evolutions is Mega Swampert. And I think all of you fuckers can tell me that Mega Swampert, ew. I think Mega Swampert is pretty fucking cool. I don't know. He may be a huge fucking boy, and he may decide to fucking literally level a building with a punch, but I think he's pretty awesome. I think he's pretty awesome. He's a big boy. Yeah, boy. That and Blaziken too, right? Like I think Blaziken was pretty cool because like I don't really know how to explain it, right? It's just the small details added to Blaziken that I think just got so much cooler as a result. I think the way that they also like added in like the black, and then they also made him look like an X kind of. Blaziken looked like Heihachi. Yeah, it's like it's the really small details that they did to add to it that fundamentally made his design so much fucking cooler. I'm trying to think of like other Mega Evolutions that were like pretty cool, but like it's hard to remember. I'll be honest though, I'm not a big fan of like the Mewtwo one. Mewtwo was like okay. What about Mega Shiny Gengar? Oh, true. I think Gengar is pretty fucking cool. Because Gengar was just like, he's a unit now. That shit is like locked to the ground. Also, I Dust, what's up? I'm boring. I always liked Mega Lucario. I think Mega Lucario was such a miss, in my opinion. I think Mega Lucario had so much potential to be so much cooler, but I feel like it just didn't do enough, in my opinion. I don't know. Like, Mega Lucario is like, okay. Who else? Ooh, wait. Mega Bayonet. I know Bayonet is probably like the most dog shit fucking Pokemon in VGC, but like I think conceptually, like the opening of the zippers and everything is really, really fucking cool on Mega Bayonet. I think that is so fucking awesome. I'm biased, but Mega Rayquaza is the best. I think out of all the Megas, Rayquaza is probably the best one, but that's also because not only is the design itself fucking insane and fire, it also was really good VGC wise. So I mean, I mean, hey, it had its place in fucking competitive for sure. Mega Gardevoir is like, I don't want to say it was bad. I don't want to say it was bad, but I feel like did it elevate the design? Actually, let me think about this real quick, because the thing is like, I think the Gardevoir's base design is already really good, right? But I feel like the Mega itself, what's the right word? It didn't do anything crazy that made me feel like this is a really good Mega. You know what I mean? It's the same concept as like, I think Mega Metagross is, it's not enough for me at least, right? I think when the Mega itself is so much more compared to the original design, then that's where it is. And even then, like, the little things have to add a lot more, in my opinion. I think Mega Gardevoir being more floofy, okay. I think Mega Blaziken is like slightly different in the sense, because there's like the accents that they add to it, the change in color, the way that he's more of like an X formation as opposed to like his original design. I think that's where it gets cooler. And then we're going to go back to Mega Swampert, for example, where Mega Swampert is just fucking huge, right? I feel like it has to be like a crazy drastic change in order for me to be like, all right, that's an awesome fucking design change. I don't know. I think that's where it has to make sense, at least. Also, fun fact, your cover is the 40 most viewed NIJISANJI EN cover? Wait, really? What the fuck? I don't know what that means, but cool, I guess. God. I hate being money gated. I truly do. I want to release something new, but God, it's so expensive. Anyway, but yeah, I think Mega Evolutions is like really cool. I think the thing is with Mega Evolutions, it's like you have the room to truly innovate on the design that's already there, and I think that is where some things, like, I need more. It's just one of those things. I think there's so much room for improvement, but you know, I don't know. I'm a little sad that they took out Mega Evolutions, but you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. I think Mega Mawile is cool with the extra mouth. I think Mega Mawile makes sense because it's the same thing with Bayonet though. Like, I think Bayonet is like a cool design. I think being able to really add to their base design is what makes sense too, right? Bayonet has the unfold, like the open zippers now. Mega Mawile's big ass mouth is even fucking bigger. Cool, you know. Birthday song cover? I'll be honest. As much as I would want to, it's just not getting done on time. Like, But you know, I just gotta wait. I wish they did more with Mega Sableye. I think okay, whoa. Mega Sableye, I think, is such a wasted slot, in my opinion. It bothers me because I feel like, is Sableye... Question. Do we like Sableye? Do we think Sableye is deserving of the spot that it has? In my opinion, I feel like Sableye just is not iconic. It's not indicative of anything. I think Sableye being in like in Unite too doesn't make sense to me. Even that, well, actually no, Unite. No, I'll be okay with Unite actually. I think Unite's okay because Unite has such a diverse cast of literally every fucking Pokemon basically. So I don't know, but I feel like Sableye should not have gotten a Mega just because it's like, I don't know. There's just nothing standout about it, and even then, it wasn't super meta defining by any means. So, meh. To help in a small way, something new. Thank you, Rule. Holy shit. I've been. There's a lot of things that have been frustrating me behind the scenes, but you know, it's been tough. It's been tough. I do appreciate it though. Thank you. Hopefully this gets finished. I'm very on the fence with Sableye. He always reminded me of a bootleg Stitch. Question for the girlies real quick. And whether you are a Disney adult or you are not, what are your thoughts on Lilo and Stitch? I feel like this is indicative of something. Thoughts? Peak? Yep. It's my favorite Disney movie. It's almost not a Disney movie. Wait, what the fuck does that mean? Okay. People really like it. Okay. Now, how many of you motherfuckers happen to have a Stitch plushie or Lilo and Stitch merch, or happen to have anything with a Lilo and Stitch design? This is I like it. It's free SC. Thank you, Chen. I appreciate it. Thank you. Fluffy Spirit. Oh my god, 1 month. Never done this before. Also, it's snowing, so hopefully it doesn't turn to a blizzard. Good luck out there. Stay warm. It's really cold where I am too, and I'm very ill-equipped, and I'm so fucking cold right now. Okay, but Stitch is really cute. Ooh. I think sometimes it's pretty telling. I'm not gonna tell you what I was thinking when I asked this question, but all I say is there is a pattern. There's a lot of Stitch merch at Disney World. I will be real. I do not see myself ever going back to Disney World. But that is also because I believe that the state of Florida is too much for me. I sweat a lot, and it is very musty in Florida. Oh my god. Too crowded? I wouldn't even call it the crowd thing, dude. It's just super moist. It's super moist, and you sweat like a fucking, I have no analogy for this. It's so, oh my god. Claude's not a Florida man, the lore? Yeah, wake up. But yeah, it's super fucking humid. I can't do it. I don't understand how you guys live like this. I feel like if I walked out of the airport for maybe like 2 seconds, and then suddenly I can feel myself slowly but surely becoming more moist by the second. And I was like, oh my fucking god. Super moist and crowded is the worst combo ever. Dude, I just feel gross. Florida is his own thing. I can't do humid environments. I'm a very dry person. Though in all fairness, I will admit, my skin felt great when I was around there because yes, I was very well moisturized, to say the least. People are gonna kill me, but I love Florida weather so much. Been living here for 6. What the fuck? How? I hate sticky. True. I don't know. I just stay inside. Oh, that is true. I will admit, I think the Florida ventilation is pretty good. Just build diff, I guess. I'm kind of curious. I don't know. I feel like I need to like, have like an extended stay in like another place that is relatively humid, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Funds for the funny man, Shiro. I'm really hoping I can get something out for February. I'm really hoping to get it done and ready in time. So oh, I gotta work harder. I gotta work harder. Claude, you are from Florida? No. No. Yeah. Southeast Asia trip. In all fairness though, okay. Japan was the first time I've ever flown out of, well, not out of the country, I guess. It was more so the first time I've ever been to Asia in general, I guess, which is really cool. Like, I will admit, like, my... Dude, Yumo. Thank you so much for the Akasupa, but holy fuck. Oh my god. Dude, you are crazy. I really do appreciate it. Oh my god. I need to make sure this gets done then. Holy shit. All right, let me pull up the spreadsheet. I gotta fucking bump this one real quick. I gotta make sure this one gets done. All right. Once I get all that stuff okayed and submit forms for it, I'm making this shit happen. What was I saying? But yeah, I feel like when I was there in Japan though, like obviously I feel like it was pretty dry and cold, right? I didn't deal with the humidity, but I feel like humidity in Japan only happens during the summer, right? Is that the common consensus? Guys, also the voice pack right now? True. If you want to help me out, voice pack. And you get something. You get to hear me be a fucking fool. And then you can laugh at me publicly on twitter.com with proof of purchase. By the way, you need to show that you bought that shit. Otherwise, I'm not gonna let you clown me. I'll clap back real quick. All right. But I mean, hey, voice pack, get that shit. It was silly. Good. Goofy. I think that's the point. I think okay. Here's the mix of it. Right. Some VPs goofy. Some VPs. Sure, I'll give you the BFE, whatever. But I think my goofy ones are pretty fun. I'll be honest. I had a lot of fun with that one. I think genuinely. What's the word? What's the right word? I don't know. I had fun. Wee. I love the goofy eye. Yeah. Goofy. Oh, we love all flavors of VP. Yep. Honest ad. Hey man, like I'm here to do literally everything. Oh shit. Oh no, did I miss Final Rally? Sorry, Granblue. I'm talking Granblue. I think I missed Final Rally. Oh fuck. Oopsies. My bad. Oh shit. You started a new one? I don't know if I want to start a new one, I'll be honest. I can't switch this anymore. Oh fuck, I forgot. Nah, whatever. Is this what you had to do to multitask, Claude? Nope, I had something else to do, but I needed to check today because I was like, oh shit. I wasn't paying attention to what happened. Oopsies, my bad. It's fine, you still get the loot. I know, but it's not fun. It's not fun. I like playing the game. Not gonna lie, your Grim voice had me in a grip. I don't know what you're talking about. I think my Grim, me reading Grimm's lines throughout Date with Death is literally just me talking the way that I normally do when I'm not super like, oh my god, you know what I mean? I feel like that was just me being like very like, you know, drop the tone, talk normally. And that's pretty much it. Like it's just that. You know what I mean? Like it's just me. I don't do anything fancy. Right? It's Claude, just a question. Has Alira or Reimu brought up the Omegaverse to you at all? You act like I don't know this already. You act like I didn't come into this company already knowing what the fuck is up. All right? Huh? Wes Zonda, free funds because I'm here to cause chaos. Disney or DreamWorks? What the fuck? What? Fuck. I don't. What did DreamWorks do? Like Shrek? Kung Fu Panda? I think if we're talking Kung Fu Panda, then we're talking DreamWorks. All right. Sorry, it is what it is. But I think Kung Fu Panda is a peak. He knows what a kin list is. Of course he knows Omegaverse. Yeah, I know a lot of fucking things, dude. I also was on Tumblr. I also read fanfics. It's not like I'm not aware of these things, all right? It's also like why I understand like 90%. Listen, there's also a big reason as to why I am like, hey, you guys are free to do whatever the fuck you guys want, all right? Just don't let me see it, okay? I get what the girlies do behind closed doors. All right? We hush hush on that one? Good. So, yeah, of course I fucking know. This is why I tell you guys, like, if you're here, you can be normal. You guys can be freaks on twitter.com or in like your Discord servers. I don't care, all right? That's your that's your domain. And then every once in a while I'll check my Twitter and I'll be like, what the fuck are you guys on? That's how it be. That's how it be. He's just like me, for real, for real? How does he know? Yeah, it's almost like oh my god, it's almost like I consume media. I still think it's crazy whenever I talk about a specific series. Like I talked about Blue Lock. I tweet Itoshi Rin hitting the floss. And you guys are like, oh my god, Blue Lock mentioned? And I'm like, dude, huh? I talked about Blue Lock in the past. I've talked about Blue Lock like second day after I debuted. It's almost like I watch anime and read manga like the rest of you fuckers. I think it's so much fucking funnier because you guys hail me as this fucking mythical beast that does nothing but sit on my ass and play Valorant only. Oh, actually, well, not entirely wrong, but at the same time, I still. It's like I'm still a fucking weeaboo at the end of the day too. All right, I enjoy everything. Awesome. Wait, Claude, do you know about kissing? Whoa, dude, I've never. Whoa, kissing? Like, what do you want me to do? What do you fuckers want from me? Dug his own grave, you. What? Stop! What is that, dude? I love over exaggerating. I love over exaggerating because it's just me being a fucking goof. Hold on 1 second. No. Nah. Okay. Sorry, I had to check something. Kissing? Is that a new cipher setup? Real, dude. I've never kissing. That couldn't be me. With my boys though? Yeah. What can I say? Man, I thought kissing was only in the movies, guys. Guys, I thought kissing was only in BL. Sorry. Oh, speaking of which, not so much kissing, but like romance, I guess. I recently got the chance to watch the first episode of Sign of Affection. That was really cute. It was really cute. I think the art style is interesting, but it was really cute. Do I need this? No, not really. Yeah, dude, oh fuck. I need to go back and go to the stream where I talked about all of the ones that I was talking about, because I need to like list down which ones I'm still needing to watch right now. So it's so fluffy feeling. I think it's really cute. I genuinely was like, I watched it with a friend and they were like, oh my God, this is gonna get you like kicking your feet and shit. And I was like, awesome. So then she was like, let's watch. And I was like, all right, sick, let's go. The shoujo girlies, I think it's so much more fun being like, oh my God, and then being like, this guy's hot. You know what I mean? Oh my God. Who's the, I'm trying to remember the voice actor for the guy, because he's really good. I don't remember. I believe he voices someone that I'm trying to remember, but like I don't know what other characters he sounds familiar to. I can't think of any. Oh my God, Claude, have you ever seen Cute Boys? Can you clarify? Like, is there more to that? Or are you just saying, have I seen cute boys in general? Because I've seen a lot of pretty men in my time, but I don't know which one you're referring to necessarily. He's in NIJISANJI? I don't know what that one means either, though. I'm gonna be honest. Pretty man enjoyer. I have seen many a cute boy in my time. Okay, I don't need this. There we go, sick. Like sleepover talking about our crushes? Oh my God. I'm like, oh my God. I will say this again. I will say this again. When we were in Japan for like a little bit, there was a lot of pretty people. People in Japan are very pretty. The guys especially. I will admit that much. Anyway. We love them anime boys. Yeah, sexy anime boys. Awesome. Sleepover stream. I think one day I should do the, you know, I should do the thing where I will put on like a random, we'll have like a room background, and then we'll turn the lights down. It's gonna be like dimmed down a little bit. The only light that's gonna be is like the light from your fucking phone on our face, and then we're gonna talk about, you know, talk about the guys that you guys are into, and then I'll be like, oh my God, like, so what's he like? And then you guys are gonna tell me about the guys you guys are into, and I'll be like, oh my God. I'm so curious. Actually, a part of me is like, okay, hold on a second. I want you guys to tell me what the fuck is going on in your lives. Is there a guy you're looking at right now? Is there a guy you're interested in? Or is there a girl in your life that you're like, oh my God, you know what I mean? But if you're lesbian, I'm cool with that too. I mean, whoever you're into, I want the tea. I want the deets. You know what I'm saying? I want, so for part of me is like, I want to be invested so I can make fun of you later. But also, I'm so curious. I'm so curious. We'll talk about the 2D men we like and how they'll never notice us. I think that's okay too. That is a-okay. I just left a situationship. A girl? What the fuck? I already have a girlfriend. Good for you. We're in the talking stage. We have someone with potential. Go, 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 go. Yeah, you got this, soldier. Go. 2D man talk. 2D man talk. I think. Oh my God. Oh, to be hot voice actor, man. I think all Seiyu voice actors who do the crazy, like really good ASMR CDs, fire. Okay, sometimes it's not fair. Some are blessed with abilities that no individual should have, if anything. I've had a BF for like 8 years now. We watch anime and build Gunpla / Zoid kits together. Okay, If that motherfucker is building Zoid kits with you, you gotta keep her, all right? Good for you. Someone told me they loved me, ghosted me 2 weeks later, and then recently posted their new girlfriend. No more men for me. No, that's not the issue. That's not no more men for you. That's just because that dude is shitty. Like, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, straight up, if he's ghosting you, and if he's telling you he loves you, and he ghosts you for 2 weeks, and then there's another girl, suddenly, he just didn't like you. And that's on him. That's a shitty move on his part. That's less to do with you and more about him. All right? You dodged a bullet. You're fine. Okay? And if anything, just go do what you normally do. Do you, girl. And that's it. God. How do you feel about ghosting? I think ghosting is shitty. And I think if there is an issue or there is something that needs to get resolved, and especially if there's a lot of feelings involved, I think you need to talk it out. However, I will admit there are times where it is sometimes it's difficult. You know what I mean? Sometimes it can get really difficult to be able to communicate some things if you're not in the right place of mind. And if anything, there just are circumstances to these types of things. Right? Sometimes you're really busy. Like, genuinely, you're really busy. And I fell victim to this very, very hard. And I feel horrible to some of the people who I'm unable to communicate with because I get busy. Right? But being able to communicate, like, whether or not, like, okay, I can do this or I can't do this is the most important part. And being able to really put your foot down and make that final decision. And I think it's important, especially to avoid ghosting in this sense, because it does reach this point at which it feels disrespectful to someone else's feelings as a result, right? And if they are actively choosing to do that, or rather, so there's a difference, right? Unintentional and intentional ghosting. I think unintentional ghosting can be forgiven in the sense that if you understand that there are circumstances to the reason that they are doing that, then, whatever, I'll think it over, you know what I mean? But if you are doing, if people are ghosting and they're doing it intentionally because they just don't want to interact with this, or they don't want to have confrontation, or they don't want to deal with that type of shit, right? Then that's on them. That's fucked up. And if anything, like, if they're just choosing to be, dodgy about it and they don't want to fucking talk to you, then whatever, move on. Right? That's it. Straight up. Tried talking to them, but they refused to listen and crossed my boundaries too many times, so I had to ghost them in there. Yeah, that's fine. I think, okay, that's not ghosting though. That is straight up like setting your boundaries and having people respect them. And if they don't respect that and they want to cross, like do that type of shit, then you don't need to deal with that. You don't need to. Don't waste your time. You can walk away, but that's not ghosting. That is respecting yourself. I don't think you should ever look at like having self-respect as ghosting. Because at the end of the day, it's not. It's not ghosting by any means. You are straight up just saying goodbye. Real. So, I don't know. I want to fall in love, Claude. Please knock some sanity into me. I don't know how to tell you that one, because frankly, I think you should be content with yourself first. I think you should love yourself. You should love yourself now. You know what I mean? Like, I think before you should ever consider having a partner, you should be able to be okay with yourself. Like, and that isn't to say, here's the thing. There is plenty of time, or there's a multitude of times where you hit this point where it's like, oh, and okay. Actually, here's another thing. You shouldn't bar yourself from seeking a relationship or being in a relationship because you feel that you are like, oh, I don't love myself yet, so therefore I don't deserve to be in a relationship. I don't think that should be the case. However, at the same time, you should at the very least be taking care of yourself and having enough self-respect to be like, okay, I do like myself. I'm pretty content with myself. I'm not going to let these insecurities seep into my relationship and affect the other party that is with me. And that is to say, if you're in a relationship, then you should be able to communicate that with them and be like, hey, I'm insecure about these things sometimes. Just letting you know. And if I ever do bring this up at some points in time, just please know that, or please understand that these are things that bother me personally. And I hope this doesn't reflect on you in any way, shape, or form, but these are my issues. And if anything, I would be grateful if you were to assist me in the position that, or rather in the situation where this happens to affect us, right? But it is not your responsibility to, And by no means should you ever put up with it if you feel that your boundaries are crossed. Okay? Okay, does that make sense? Being able to communicate these types of things with your partner is equally as important. And honestly, sometimes it's like, you know, easier said than done. Easier said than done. And I think it's very important to remember that I may be saying this now, but it's not easy. It is not fucking easy. Because there is a lot that goes into it. There's a lot of personal development that has to happen before you even consider being able to do this. And honestly, more than anything, again, I think there is some level of growth that needs to happen before you can even consider doing this. That being said, you know, sometimes a lot of people jump into a blind, and I think that's, you know what, hey, by any means, you know, at the end of the day, if it doesn't work out, that's experience for you. You'll go into these things and you'll learn and you'll grow from it. All right. However, that is to say, don't throw yourself into the fucking wolves and like date bad people either. Like, don't do that. All right. But you should be able to still learn from whatever experience that you have, regardless of it. Okay. So be honest with yourself. And I guess that's another thing. Be honest about whether or not you actually are ready for this. I think it is so much more like, if you were to go into a relationship and be like, I'm not sure I'm ready for this, then just don't. I think if you are literally asking yourself, I don't know if I should be doing this, you probably shouldn't do it. There you go. Do you have deal breakers when dating somebody? Ooh. I feel like I don't have many like deal breakers. I think the few things that I personally do feel is that there has to be some level of independence. I think the biggest thing is that this other person should not inherently like crazily rely on me for their everyday necessities, right? Like, they should be able to feel okay and happy with or without me being around. You know what I mean? I think that is the most important thing. I think I should not be a make or break on whether or not someone feels okay throughout the day. So, I don't know. Honestly, that is pretty much it. I'll be honest. As long as you can take care of yourself, that's what matters to me. I don't know. But that is to say, like, I think, one of the other things is like being able to just like speak up. I don't like the whole letting things fester, you know what I mean? Or letting things like you're just waiting until it gets bad and then suddenly blowing up. I think those are pretty like it's not good. I don't like that. I think it's very much so important to be like, you know, hey, this bothers me. Can we talk about this? Or like, you know, take care of this somehow? Those types of things. So, yeah. I think equally as much, and, well, I don't know. Yeah. There's a lot. But, do you know your love languages? Not really. I don't know shit. What my love languages are. I'll be honest. I'll be honest. I'm basic. You can say sweet nothings to me and I'll be like, oh my God. You know what I mean? It's not like, I don't know. I am not. I don't know. I feel like gifts make me feel guilty. I think anything with like monetary value makes me feel bad because it's like money is important. And if anything, I grew up where money is like huge. You know what I mean? So to spend money on another person is like, it feels weird. It feels weird sometimes, but I also understand the sentiment behind it. So, and I think because I grew up where money is like, you know, life or death, basically, it's like to spend money on me is a very big thing, but at the same time, it feels unnecessary. I would much rather that go to your necessities as opposed to a gift to me. I think the other thing being is like quality time is difficult because frankly, I'm a very independent person. I and this is gonna be crazy. I really need time for myself. And that's why like I shut down a lot. I don't like if I am off a day of work and I am like I am gone, I am not mentally there. You know what I mean? And I'm not able to be there. And that's one of the few things that really sucks about it. There's not much I can do in that sense. And, you know, there's only so much of me left at the end of the day. So, yeah. A useful gift depends. I think that is true. Utility has to be important. But I mean, now that we're getting into not semantics, but the specifics of what makes a good gift. And I feel like that's beyond it. I feel like you're a word of affirmations person because you told us you're not touchy either. Oh, that is true. I am not physical touch like at all. I am touch star, but I mean, I'm not like super crazy about physical touch. However, that is to say, I don't know. I am also the type of person to deflect compliments, and I'm so bad at this, and it is something that I've been trying to improve at for so long. But even then, it's been something that I've been trying so fucking hard to get over, and I feel like I've been needing to just slow. I need to get better at just accepting things. I need to get better at just saying like thank you, as opposed to being like no. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm in such a bad habit of doing that, and it's like I hate getting gifts unless it's my birthday. Otherwise, I feel guilty like I have to give something back. Sometimes you have no choice but to accept compliments and say thank you. That is true. That is true. So that's why I'm like, fuck, man. Shame. It gets difficult to involve with needy people because I enjoy my solitude, and some people will take it as avoiding quality time with them. Yeah. The knee kick reaction is denying it. Yeah, it is. It's difficult. I just want to say thank you, even though inside I want to scream. I don't think I scream necessarily inside. Like, I feel like more so I'm like, that's not true, or you're just fucking lying to me. Like, that is like my knee-jerk reaction of, you're just lying. Like, dude, what the fuck? That's not true. You don't see me that way. I'm not. It's the same way. It's the exact same way how I see when people are just like, oh my God. And if anything, I feel like I struggle it because every single time. Okay, whenever you guys are like, oh my God, I love your cover, I'm like, are you guys lying to me? I have always felt this like weird, like, chat, is this real? Chat, is this real? You know what I mean? I've always like just had that, you know what I mean? So I've been trying so hard to get over that sensation of like, oh, you know, people are quote unquote fucking lying to me. And that's why I'm like, But that's why, like, my knee-jerk reaction is to feel that way. However, that is to say, I'm trying to get better at it, okay? I'm trying to get better because at the very least, I feel like the number itself should substantiate some level of justification for me, right? Like, the amount of people who have listened to it should probably tell me that, like, damn, people did think I'm good, right? Maybe, right? You know? So, it's hard. It's hard for me to accept, and that's because I've never had something of this caliber or something that I've done in this context to ever reach this level before. And it's still very, very surreal that is the reality that I live in. Right? Yeah. Claude, I think you're too perfectionist with yourself and your works. I don't feel proud about that cover because I repeat that. I am, yes, too much of a perfectionist, and it does get in the way of my creative endeavors. And if anything, it is something that I actively need to get better at overcoming. Is that somehow called imposter syndrome? It literally is. I have imposter syndrome, and it fucking sucks. But guess what? I've been trying my best to get over this fucking goddamn... I have been trying so damn hard to get over it, but like, it is hard. So, Ooh, imposter syndrome goes crazy. Yeah. Yeah. At least you acknowledge it. I know. I'm like well aware that like I struggle to say or accept nice things in like every capacity, and it's difficult. So, yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. I'm concerned because someone once told me that my singing was good, but then someone told me that they weren't even listening and called it embarrassing. Ooh, I think you should sing regardless. I think if people tell you that it is like that, then people are going to be mean and you're going to be like, wow, what the fuck? So I still stand by the whole thing. And okay, I guess we're shifting gears real quick. The whole thing being is like, I think you should be able to pursue your hobbies and do the things that you want to do, whether or not people say this or that. You know what I mean? It depends entirely on how you feel about it. And albeit like I am the extreme of it where like if I do not like it, then I will feel that way wholly, right? Where I am like, oh my God, like I fucking hate my voice. And despite that fact, I'm still going to do it. However, that is to say that shouldn't bar me from still doing it, right? I still like doing it at the end of the day. I still think I'm shit, but like I still do it because I want to and because I think that's fun for me. And the act of doing it is fun for me. So if it's fun for you, then you should continue to do that, right? And if people are going to be like, oh my God, it's embarrassing. Then it's like, shut the hell up. Sounds like jealousy. You're disturbing them because you have the courage to do what you like. Don't stop singing. Yeah, like I think if you want to do what you want to do and you enjoy doing that, if you enjoy singing, sure. If you don't feel like you're good at it, then that just means you have room for improvement. That doesn't mean that you can get worse at singing by just like by singing more, right? If you sing more, then you will get better over time regardless. Or the only way you can necessarily quote unquote like get worse is by just not singing at all, and then you let it like slowly drop in experience points. But that doesn't change the fact that you come back to it and then you can raise it back up, right? I think it is all a matter of just constantly doing it. And if, as long as you're consistent, then that's what matters. Pursue your passions, have fun with it, sing songs that you like, play instruments that you like, go draw more often, go scream at the top of your lungs at like the top of a mountain after that you somehow summited after a long hike. Go, I don't know, play a sport, score a goal, hit a home run, crochet a fucking dog, go pet a dog, go pet a cat, 6 monitors, 6 consoles, cat cam, dog cam, cat tree. I don't fucking know. There's a variety of different examples that I can come up with right now, but you get the fucking point. Just do what you want to do. It's so easy for me to listen. I just keep talking. It's I don't know. I think it's funny. We get the point. That lead on was wild, dude. I just keep talking, and it's so funny because it's like all while I'm saying that I'm playing Granblue. Get a dog cam. Yeah, like now is the time to start your Twitch stream where you just have dog cam only. You motivate me a lot, man. It's nice. Awesome. I hope you guys happen to take my advice with grains of salt, by the way. I think it's important for you to make your own decisions at the end of the day, and I am simply just someone who is going to give you some sort of idea of what could be good or what could be bad. So don't hail me as as the fucking messiah by any means. Just understand that like what I say is coming from my experience and the things that I feel sometimes, and you are free to make your own decisions. You are free to say that whatever I am doing is complete fucking bullshit. You can like, I'm by no means gonna fight you on that one. You're like, you know what I mean? That example list was give me orange, give me eat orange. Yeah, it's basically it. Like I can keep talking, but I mean, hey, that's a skill that I kind of just have because what do you? Fuck, man. Streaming is just, this is what I have to do. You know what I mean? He's just a guy, my dudes. I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy. So I shouldn't get a dog cam? Hey, get a dog cam if you feel like it's fun. Fuck it, man. Ooh. He looks like who? George Washington. The founding father. Wise man once said, "He is but a guy. I am but a mortal soul." What? George washing machine? If I get a dog cam, I'd stare at it all day. I don't know. Don't people get like the dogs, like the dog cams for their house, and then like the automatic feeder, and then the automatic feeder turns on every once in a while, or you can like use your phone app to like look through the phone and like talk to your fucking dog, and then it automatically feeds the dog. Is that not a thing? I feel like I've seen things about this, right? Or like random like videos that popped up about like, oh my god, talking to my dog through my dog feeder camera, like shit like that. That's bougie? Okay, it is good to know. Thank you, it is. I know it's expensive though. Ah! I dropped something. Is your claws deadly? You want to fucking find out, huh? My parents have that, but for their cat? Yeah, basically, right? What did he drop? I dropped the connector from my wireless mouse because right now it's charging, so I like playing with it in my hands every once in a while, so I'm just fiddling with it, and then I dropped it, so. Yeah. The ones with only a timer and no camera are not that expensive. Ooh. I don't own what's it? I don't have, or rather, I don't own, that sounds fucking weird. I don't have a pet. I've had a pet like in the past, but like I haven't had a pet in a long time, so I don't have like a point of reference for these types of things. So, you know, I notice you fiddle a lot. Like I can hear it. I know a lot of people hear it, and a lot of people notice it. I just never like verify or mention it too much because I mean, I feel like it's abundantly obvious. But also, yeah. Sorry, I need to put my chapstick on. Get this man a fidget toy? No. Question: big dogs or small dogs? I think big dogs. I like the big one. Even, you know, well, actually, I feel like that's more maintenance though. I feel like the small dogs are so much easier to deal with, right? Maybe somewhere in the middle. Nothing too big, but like nothing too small. I don't want a rat, but like I don't want a tank, you know what I mean? I think that's like the way that I look at it. What are your top 5 manhwa? Ooh. My top 5 aren't really BL though, just by the way. Let me think. And I feel like mine are pretty basic, I'll be honest. Right? Okay. In no particular order. Windbreaker, Unordinary, Sweet Home. I've been reading a lot of Jungle Juice and I've been enjoying a lot of Jungle Juice. And I guess you can say Solo Leveling. Right? So those are my my in no particular order. There was another one that I feel is pretty good, but like never got updated like ever. Fuck, which one was it? Something he's a therapist. I can't remember which one he is. He is like a psychologist, but I don't remember. That one just never got finished and I was like, where the fuck is it? But Unordinary gets better. I think Unordinary got pretty good, all right? Unordinary took a long time, but Unordinary was pretty good. I still like it. And now they have a hardcover and I'm like, oh shit. So they've really progressed over the years. All right. Cool. I need some BL recommendations, spicy ones, please. Go to the recommendation tag and then go sift through those because I feel like those are pretty good. I will not talk too much about them because I feel like I'm not supposed to some degree, but hey, I feel like most of you motherfuckers who post my tag, pretty good recommendations, pretty good taste. So I mean, hey, I feel like the recommendation tag is like the place where everyone should be able to like share these things, you know what I mean? If you're looking for something, you guys can recommend each other, and that's the point too. Like as much as it is for me because I want to read stuff too, right? I think a lot of people can also Get like find some good hidden gems. You know what I mean? Like some pretty good ones. Yeah. How was the tag again? The tag's pretty good. How was the tag, or what is the tag? I think you need to clarify the question. If you haven't seen already, go to my Twitter, my pinned tweet, and look at my scheduled tweet, and it is the last one. Recommendation. Reclament. Right? That's the tag. Okay? Yeah. Jungle Juice mentioned, if you want to be in the world of Jungle Juice, what complex would you like to have? Ooh, true. I don't know. I don't know much about insects, I'll be honest. I'm trying to think now that I really think about it. Now I'm like thinking about it. I don't know. In all fairness, the Suchan speed is pretty fucking cool. But also the whole like the whole cockroach one with Huijin is also pretty cool. So I'm like, I'm basic though. You know what I mean? That is a good question. I just can't think of like which one I would say. I was like, yeah, that's my favorite. I feel like I'm not crazy about any in particular. Suichan so cool. Yeah, I like the fact that he just gets fucking Omega Dragonfly speed is pretty fucking cool. Grasshopper seems cool, not gonna lie. Also Beetle. I think Grasshopper is cool, but that's also just because I like Kamen Rider. You know what I mean? Grasshopper makes sense because it's like jump and kick. Awesome. You know what I mean? Just to recheck, 18 plus, fine for reclament. As long as you preface it by saying it's 18 plus, by the way. Like, I think if you're gonna post in the tag, keep it relatively safe for work. And if it is NSFW, you need to preface that tweet, okay? I do not want to be held responsible for someone like flooding a tag with NSFW stuff and it's not tagged. That is the most important part, okay? We need to make sure that we are nice and safe for the most part, and if people really want the spicy shit, they gotta go out and look for it. Okay? Kamen Rider mention? Yes, I like Kamen Rider. I'm not caught up with the recent ones. I still need to finish watching Geats right now. The only one that I watched from New Era is 01. I have not watched Saber. I kind of seen some clips of Revice. I'm going to watch Geats eventually, and then I need to start watching Gacha when I have the time. So, yes. Not to go off topic, but who do you like right now? Spoony Bard, I want you to clarify, because I don't know what the fuck I am supposed to like. Or rather, what do you like right now? Who do you like right now? I feel like that needs to be a little more specific in regards to what I am supposed to be referring to, because I'm confused. Anyway, yes. You're in for a treat with Geats. All I know is that Geats goes fucking crazy. I like know the general plot, but like I don't know what the fuck is going on. Which Kamen Rider? Decade. I fucking love Decade. The writing may not be good, but I fucking love the design of Decade. All right. That and Build. Decade and Build. There you go. I will admit though, I do like the Evolto. Evolto is also pretty cool, even if he's an antagonist. It's pretty fucking cool. I think the 01 designs are also really fucking cool too. So there you go. There's your Kamen Rider talk. My favorite Kamen Rider is Faiz. Not bad. Not bad. Pretty good. I like Kabuto too, actually. Kabuto is also pretty fucking cool. Why many words when few do trick? True. Why speak big sentence when small sentence get job done? Did you know that so many actors of Kamen Rider are doing BL live actions, like many Best of Both Worlds for real? I am well aware of that fact, and I know a lot of or rather, like two of the actors from Build are doing like the BL dramas. So it's fucking awesome. I'm well aware of this fact. Don't worry. If anything, I watch those BL dramas, specifically those. I'm talking about Cherry Magic, because the leads are from Kamen Rider. Like I know full well. XA was my favorite, but Geats overtook it. Was Geats that good? Is it really that good? I feel like everyone says so many good things. So I'm like, fuck, man. He's been known. I've been new. You guys act like I'm not a knower, okay? I feel like it's so. Oh, okay. I can't believe I have to fucking answer this question. Claude Fudanchi? Okay. I don't know how to. I don't like. Well, okay. I don't like using the term itself because I feel like it has like a generally negative connotation. However, that is to say, like, it doesn't discount the fact that I do like BL. You know what I mean? Like, I do read BL. I do read yaoi. I read fics. It's not like the end of the fucking world, but I also just don't like placing labels on myself either, though. You know what I mean? I'm an enjoyer. That is the most important part. I enjoy the content that I consume, and whether or not that makes me one, sure, whatever. You can attach whatever label. I don't like using labels by any means, and if anything, like, I feel like I shouldn't, like, me as a person and my identity is not solely based on the type of media that I do consume. Does that make sense? Like, I just like things. He's a sommelier. So I don't remember if I fucking pronounce that word. Sommelier, a connoisseur. Thank you. A man of culture. That is basically it, right? I like things. I think that is the most important part. I like things, but I don't like being sprung a label. You know what I mean? That's it. I like BL. Cool, awesome. I just want to see two people kiss. Yeah, basically, I just like romance. It's awesome. I like shoujo. I like shoujo manga. I like josei manga. I like, trust me. I love my fill of like josei romance, like josei office romance manga. It's fucking awesome. All right. It doesn't even have to be like fucking like a shoujo high school manga either. Like actually this was kind of like josei, or not josei, but like shoujo manga. Like Dance Sensure is also pretty fucking good. That's not like really romance, but like it's pretty fucking good. Do you like Yuri? I like everything. Okay, I read whatever. Romance is romance, love is love. Awesome. Fucking I'll as long as they kiss at some point in time or there's some emotional connection, then I will read it. And it's fucking great. And if it's angst, that's even fucking better, dude. So, there you go. I don't know what else to tell you. I think the bottom line, the most important part, more than anything, is let me fucking live. We're gonna need the FAQ. I think the FAQ at the end of the fucking day is just gonna be like, I like everything. Leave me alone. Sorry, I meant it jokingly. I'm a newer fan, so oh, okay. I need to, okay. I don't mean this in a disparaging way, by the way. Like, I hope you know that me, like, going off on this tangent, it was by no means, like, against you, I guess, if that makes sense. Like, it is straight up because, like, I feel like a lot of people have always done this thing of, like, what is it? There is such a negative, like, outlook on people who kind of, like, claim themselves to be this term or, like, this thing or, like, you know, stuff like that. And I think that's why, like, I've always just generally, like, avoided trying to be like, you know, like, I label myself this, like, I label myself that, because at that point in time, then I kind of get pigeonholed into like, oh, the guy who does this. You know what I mean? So it always makes me uncomfortable whenever people try to like label me in some type of way or be like, oh, he's this. Like, it's weird in my eyes. And that's why I always dumb it down to me being just a guy situation, right? So that's why it's important to just be like, you know what? Hey, you're free to talk about whatever you want and you're free to enjoy whatever you want. And if anything, I'm willing to have a discussion about any and every piece of media that I happen to consume as well. And I happen to have like some level of interest or knowledge about, right? So, hey, I just want to make it very clear. By no means is the question itself bad. And by no means do I want you to feel bad about asking me that question or like saying, oh, like, oh my God, Claude Fudanchi, like, don't feel bad about that. But I just want you to know, at the end of the day, and especially if you are a new fan, I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy who likes a lot of things. And I hope that you can like the things that you like too. That is the most important part. Yeah. I think a lot of the time people kind of do the thing of like trying to, similarly, it's like a lot of the things that happen, like shit, I'm just here to do my thing. You know what I mean? So if Niji does not come out with fucking merch for you that doesn't say I'm just a guy, they're losing the opportunity. Ooh, I'm talking to my manager about that one. Just me writing in like Sharpie that's like just a guy, by the way. Mel, thank you for gifting 10 bug, dude. Sick. Kind of awesome, actually. Gifted Pog. That's it. Just a guy. It's his official catchphrase. Dude, like, I don't... Yeah. There's a lot of things. But I mean, hey, I think... I guess... Oh, okay, well, I guess that's a good discussion point. It's like the feeling of being pigeonholed into what you are known for, right? And I think being called just a guy is a double-edged sword in some ways, right? Just a guy, I think, opens up myself up to being able to do whatever the fuck I want and being interested in what the fuck I want, right? The other problem with being just a guy is that it leads into this whole thing of like, oh, he's just a fucking guy. You know what I mean? And it feels like, oh, either he's one, disinteresting, or two, he's very surface level with everything. And to say the least, like that is relatively true. I am pretty surface level when it comes to a lot of different things. That doesn't change the fact that there is some different interests that I have like a deeper depth of knowledge necessarily. But at the same time, I feel like the benefits of being just a guy heavily outweigh this like outlook that people already have. And if anything, if people already have the outlook of, oh my God, he's just a guy, and they're not interested in like having a discussion with me, then I think that's perfectly fine. You know what I mean? If they're willing to go based entirely on the impression that they initially had rather than engaging with it first, then by all means, right? But if that means like, if it gets other people who are willing to talk to me, that's what matters the most. Like it opens the toxic mask shit, or like you want to be seen as more complex than that? Not necessarily. I think I wouldn't call it toxic masculinity. I would consider it more of just like, if I am being seen as just a guy, or actually kind of, yeah. I think if I'm being dumbed down to just being like, oh my God, he's just a male type beat, and I'm never allowed to talk about the girly stuff, or I am not like allowed to talk about like certain topics because he's just a guy, then that's where I think it is a problem, right? Because that doesn't change the fact that I'm open and ready to talk about whatever it may be, right? So there you go. But that is also true. That is also true, because I mean, that is the other reason why I am very much so talking, or rather when I do talk about things, I am always like, I do this shit for fun. You know what I mean? I think doing shit for fun and being just a guy are two things that go hand in hand together, because they equally as much makes it so much easier to do, like just talk about whatever the fuck. And also it also means that like I don't take these things as seriously as most people do. And I think it's important to be easygoing. I think it's important to be flexible with these types of things, because if you are so head deep into doing something, or rather like something, and it really clouds your worldview, and that you tunnel vision super hard, that you are not open to different opinions or different like criticisms, then that's where it becomes a problem. So there you go. Aren't we all just some guys, girlies, dudes, and warriors for our non-binary comrades? This is true. We are simply just open and honest whenever it comes to literally everything that we do, because we are a multitude of everything. We are simply just a culmination of all the practice and interests that we've had in our lifetime, and we are free to communicate and interact with the people that we wish to, and whatever interests us. So there you go. Just a guy who keeps a spreadsheet for all the Paralive songs? Okay, you're fucked up for that one. But it's also true. I think, and this is insane to say, you're just a guy humanizes you. I mean, but that's the point, right? Like at the end of the day, and I guess this is more important to remember, beyond literally everything else, is that even though we are virtual livers at the end of the day, we're still people, and we're all still people. We all have feelings, and we all equally as much have the same struggles as anyone else does. We are simply just beings who also consume media. We also feel the things that we feel. We tackle the same challenges that I think literally anyone else would have. And I think it's important to remember that I believe that there's some level of respect that you deserve, and equally as much that we deserve. And it's a two-way street. Right? And I think there are some people who, you know, who toe that line sometimes. And I think it can get a little scary, but at the same time, you know, I'm glad at the very least that thus far I've cultivated something that where I would imagine that you guys respect me, and that equally as much I can respect you, and to give you the like the time of day for me to provide any sort of entertainment or to help you guys just have a good time whenever I can stream. Right? So there you go. There you go. I don't think, and it's important to remember, I am no loftier than thou. I am no holier than thou, because frankly, I just like playing video games, and I like doing the whole magic research shit because it's fun. You know what I mean? I like researching things. I like studying things. I like learning things because it's fun. So, yeah. We just here to vibe and have a good time. Yeah, dude. Ooh, he's just an FPS cleric living his best life. It's so fucking true. Catch me, if only you knew. Like doing things for shits and giggles, yeah. Yeah. You'd have fun and get advice from the besties. Speaking of advice, I think I've been thinking about starting like an advice corner. I'm still debating on like Google form or just Twitter thread or Twitter tag. That way I'm just gonna sift through. But I need to make sure, I need to find a way to kind of ensure, sorry about that, to ensure that like I get through questions and be like, oh, I'm not gonna repeat this question or like do this again or like when, you know, whatever like that. So I'm trying to figure out a better format. The problem is, and okay, could be marshmallow. No, I can't do marshmallow. I've learned from my fellow livers, and this is unfortunate to say, marshmallow is too much freedom. Marshmallow opens up too many doors for people to get really nasty. And by nasty, I mean really mean. Trust me, I've seen and heard a lot of the really mean shit that some people, or like especially aunties in particular, like, that shit hurts, man. Like, I don't think I'd be willing to open that up because, and it's sad to say, like, it's just too much freedom for people to just be mean. Wishes your division should have just been, I'm just a guy. That's me now, honestly. So that's why marshmallows, it's like, because there is an air of, I will never know who the fuck this is, right? Then people can just say whatever the fuck they want and they can get away with it. So, you know, it's those types of situations. I think it's too much hassle, and honestly would probably be more, I think it would come at a harder mental cost. You know what I mean? So, but that is to say, and I think and I'm glad at the very least I can say that of, yeah, people say some really mean shit sometimes. And I think, and I would hope so, if any of you ever send a marshmallow to anybody, if anyone does have like an open marshmallow, just say something nice, please. And if you do have a genuine question, just ask a genuine question. It like, if you feel like you do not like someone or this person or like that, you just keep it to yourself. You know what I mean? It's so, like, what do you gain from that? What do you gain from saying something so vile about another person? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And if anything, and especially if you're doing it like publicly under a name, then you'll just be seen as someone who just likes to talk shit. And I think that's why people like to do it like behind the doors of anonymity. But even then, it's like, if you're willing to waste the time to just sit there and talk shit about someone for like X hours of your day, then it's like, what? You know what I mean? Like, you should probably have better things to do. You should probably go out and do something else. Or if anything, if you really want to spend the time to like hate someone, then why don't you just go spend the time liking the person that you like to watch? Oh, crazy, right? Go do something that you like doing rather than sit and post about these mean things to different people's like marshmallows. Fuck, man. Why be mean when you can be nice? Why be mean when you can go and bake bread? Why be mean when you can make bread into sandwich into mouth into food into stomach? Boom. You now have simply just done something so much more productive and fed yourself rather than being mean. Whoa. Yeah. Oh God, I want a sandwich now. Literally take a nap, eat something good, look after yourself. Why be mean? Fuck, man. Ooh, making bread, banana bread. Ooh, I think banana bread's okay. I'm not crazy about banana bread though. There was one place that really has been pretty good though. There's one place that I used to go to a lot. It was a really cool bakery and it was pretty fucking good. It's awesome. It's kind of crazy, Dio, but a lot of people actually feel better getting negative. I don't know about that one, dude. Just make tomato soup and dip bread into it. Ooh, tomato soup with the grilled cheese. Ooh. I could never do it well myself, but like I've been to places that have done it well, and I'm like, ooh, those are fucking awesome, awesome. But they're so damn expensive, now, and I'm like, God damn it. What's your favorite type of bread? I like white bread, like the easy milk bread. You know what I mean? I think I go to a lot of Japanese bakeries, and because their bread is a lot better. I like white bread, but that's also why like I feel every single time I get bread, I feel so tubby because I'm like, oh my God, so many carbs. Oh, you know what I mean? So if I do get bread, sometimes I also just get like sourdough, and it's like awesome, cool. Sourdough's pretty good. I love sourdough. Stop with the food. I'm hungry, dude. It's 3:30. 3:30. You should have already had lunch by now. The fuck? Shokupan. Yes. I missed either zucchini bread. What the fuck is zucchini? Zucchini bread. It's 7 a.m. here. What the fuck do you want me to say? It's 3:30 here. All right. I don't know shit about time zones. Sometimes there are many of you from a variety of different places, but at the very least, all I can really say is if it's that early, get breakfast. If it's way early, 4 a.m., get breakfast. Go get a snacky. I don't know, man. What am I, your mom? Fuck. Time zones, dude. 2 a.m. midnight snack. 7 a.m. breakfast. 12 a.m. The literal midnight snack. 3:30 afternoon snack. I am from Brazil. 8 p.m. here. Dinner. I don't know what to tell you. Cheese on toasted baguette. Ooh. Ooh. Guys, oh, question. What does... This is gonna sound horrible. What does it mean to be mother? I feel like I need to, you know, what does it mean? What does it mean? I'm only thinking about this because I remember the episode of The Yard when Slime was talking about it. He was like, am I mother? And then they were trying to decide, like, you know, like how like Stan Twitter is like, they throw on mother, and I was like, I also think about it now. I feel like I'm like, you know what I mean? I don't know, but I only consider one man mother. See, here's the thing. Like, I know Uki is like, everyone calls Uki mama, right? That makes part of me is like, okay, does that mean Uki's mother? Is that this is what the definition is, right? Like, this is my point of reference. This is the point of reference, right? Are you feeling that? Dude, are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? I see. Thank you. See, here's the thing. I just need to make sure. It's important for me to understand the terminology that we're using and the definitions at which we are, you know, we're discussing things. Having a framework is equally as important. Claude is aunt and I will die on that hill. You have mother qualities, but are not full mother. I do not understand what that means necessarily. And if anything, I don't know what qualities that I am missing necessarily to be full mother, but I will understand by being aunt. However, I do not drink. I do not like wine. So unfortunately, I cannot be the wine aunt. However, that is to say, I am still willing to be here for you to talk about whatever it is and then have a fun time. I will, if you get grounded, I will take you out to the nearest, I don't know, fucking Wendy's and be like, awesome, let's go. That or like, you know, when you're like, yeah, your mom is like, you're grounded, and then you can't go out to prom, and I'll be like, oh my god, hey, and then I take you out to I take you to a prom, and then I dip, and then I drive you back home, and your mom is like, why the fuck did you take her out? And I'll be like, ha ha ha, nice try, bitch, and then fucking leave. Easy. Rich auntie? Not rich auntie, but like, I'm here for fun. I feel like that I gave you a very vivid scenario at which you can place yourselves in. And if anything, that was literally a plot of like some Disney movie at some point in time. So I don't know, man. You give me axe broke to stay rich? No, I'm just broke. Mother in Wait, that's kind of fire. Are you speaking from experience? No, but I feel like this is like a common thing amongst like random like coming of age or like teen movies. You know what I mean? That is like how I envision these types of things that like happen in random pieces of media, right? So. You give me friend you call at 2 a.m. to get Wendy's, lol. This is true. This is true. One of my best friends, whenever the fuck they needed to hit me up because they usually didn't have a car, I'll fucking do it. I'm on that shit. I'm here to be honest. I'm here for fun. I'm the motherfucker who goes to fucking 7-Eleven at dog shit o'clock to get a fucking taquito. Like, I will do anything. So I mean, hey, you hit me up, I'm on it. What can I say? What can I say? I'm bestie coded. I'm just I got your fucking back. It's true. It's true. I think it's equally as important to just stay real with that shit. You know what I mean? Listen, people in your if there are the people in your life who are willing to do that shit for you, then you know that they care. And I think it's equally as important to give them back or give back to them as well. You know what I mean? The people, and I will say this right now, if some motherfucker drives you around all the damn time, by the way, if you have that one friend who's a designated driver, offer to pay for their gas at some point in time. I'm saying this right fucking now, okay? If you have a friend who is a driver and they drive all the damn time, please, for the love of God, just offer to pay for gas at least once. Just do it. Because it means the fucking world. You have no idea how nice of a gesture that is. So, I'm just saying, hey, okay. This is mostly me from experience, by the way. Like, I've always been the designated driver no matter what. So my gas bill is fucking crazy. My gas bill has been crazy for like years, but that's because I drive all the damn time. So, hey, as long as you're down to throw gas money, do the right thing. Be nice to your friend, by the way. Okay? Pay for other stuff? Hey, that's fine. That's fine. If you buy them a dinner every once in a while, that's also okay. What matters is like you should always like, you know, they are really doing you a favor. Picking someone up and offering to drive and going out of your way to do so is a pretty big favor. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I think about it pretty often, but that doesn't change the fact that I'm still gonna do it anyway. You know what I mean? But it still is like an active effort to go out of your way to do those types of things. So to those of you with friends who do those things, you know, give them some respect, give them some love their way. I think it's important. Big facts, real shit. Ooh, ooh, there we go. I drive my friends who are afraid of driving on the interstate, and I'm happy they do help me out with gas. Especially if you're driving on the fucking interstate. Yes, they should be paying for your gas. Fuck that, dude. Um, 2024 is the year of leaving gay people. Can't drive behind. We drive and need gas money. This is true. This is true. Everyone should learn. Actually, okay, it depends on where you are, though. If you're in a walkable city, it's relatively okay. But at the same time, it's important to be able to drive. Have your license. Get your license, okay? Get your license because your insurance rates will be much lower in the future. I guarantee you that. Trust me. Okay? Having license for longer, lower insurance rates. It's good for you. I know how to drive, but man, driving scares me. Simply stop being afraid. You... you... Yes. My brain like shut off for a second. Holy fuck. I don't know, man. I don't know. Simply don't be afraid anymore. You sound like my father, Claude. I'm not your dad. Just remember that. You can say father. I don't give a shit, but I'm not your dad. You should learn how to drive. I've had my learners for 8. What the fuck? I've had my learner for 8 years. Go get your license. Holy shit. You're scared of driving? Get over it. I know. I honestly, I will be honest. When I first started learning how to drive, that was the exact same shit my dad taught me. He was just like, get the fuck over it. And I was like, okay, fine. It's tough. Shit's tough. Trust me. Oh, I got my license years ago. Had? Okay. Driving at night with an astigmatism is huge. Oh, this is true. Astigmatisms are pretty bad. Like, if you can't drive at night, be careful, by the way. Like, that is tough. This is true. I get this overwhelming anxiety when it comes to even thinking about driving, but it's a mental game. I just gotta get over it. I think you just need to frame it in a way of just, I need to get from point A to point B. Like, if you slowly but surely break it down to like its steps of like, I need to go to the store. How do I get to the store? I need to drive. How do I drive? Get in the car. How do I, like, what do I do when I get in the car? Put the keys in the ignition. What do I do? Turn the fucking key. Turn the engine on. Make sure everything's okay. Pull the fucking, the emergency brake. Okay, I'm good. Cool. Put the car in reverse. Back out of the driveway. Okay. Seatbelt. Oh yeah, seatbelt's also important. Remember to put your seatbelt on, especially for driving. Don't forget that, by the way. Okay, but what if I do public transit instead? How about that? That depends if your public transit is okay. And don't get me wrong, some places have decent public transit, but I will say in the places that don't have it, because God knows how many fucking states does not have good public transit, and it's fucking dog shit because we are not in walkable cities and you need to be able to drive, and it sucks. And also because buses are absolute dog shit sometimes. It's crazy, right? It's crazy that we need to be able to drive, but that doesn't change the fact that, like, it is a process at which I believe that most people can slowly but surely get over, and it takes a while. It takes a while, and I get that it's difficult, but I know that you can do it. Trust me. And I'm not saying, when I say get over it, it is one part, get over it, but it's also equally as much I believe in you to be able to do so. I know it's hard. I know it's difficult, but trust me, I'm here because I believe in you that you can. And I know there's a lot of people who are always like, I can't. I think you are setting yourself up for failure by saying that you cannot. Yes. Wah. I think it's kind of important to just have the fuck off, I'm a beginner, you be careful mindset, because we need to be careful too. True, everyone needs to be careful. Equally as much part. So many cars. Let's buy a bike for short distance outies. True. Why do you think I have so many bikes? I love my bikes. I'm gonna run to my mom and be like, "Hey mom, an anime guy on YouTube told me to learn how to drive." JK. No longer. Just kidding. Go tell your mom you need to drive. I told you so. If you say you can, you already told yourself you're going to fail, so you're not even going to try. That is a big thing. And that's why this is my 2024 resolution, to stop being like, I can't do it. Because I know that if I'm setting myself to say, I can't do it, then I'm probably not going to fucking do it. But if I say, I'll try to do it, then at least I'll try. And then I'll be like, okay, that didn't work. Maybe I can try again. So that's the point. That's the point. You should never bar yourself off from saying that you can't do things because you just feel that way. You should at least give yourself the chance to do so. We ball. That's the point. Ugh. I still can't drive. GG. Fix that. Eaglet, thank you for joining membership, by the way. Hey, Claude, you can't stay long. I just wanted to pop in and say that I bought your voice pack, hero voice pack, and loved it. Made me snort and giggle like a dumbass. Lol. Awesome. Thank you so much for the 5 VTuber hole deepens. I appreciate that, and I'm glad that you enjoyed my little goofy voice pack. I think I imagine that it was a good time for people who like the parody stuff like that. So I mean, hey, if you want a funny one, hey, go buy that right now. I'm gonna plug it again because that's what matters. I think the voice packs help me out a lot, by the way. So I mean, hey. If you really want to help me out and you want something out of it from me, voice pack. Awesome. I'm probably going to start. I did see this recently. Yeah, I think as much as I want to keep doing like the bloopers for the EX voice, I think I'm going to try to do more stuff. That's also beyond blooper. Just kind of thinking about it. You know what I mean? It'll probably be me like talking about it too. Like it'll basically be me like, yo, I hope you enjoy it, blah, blah, blah. But alternatively, I'm like looking for ways to be like, okay, hey, you know, try something different. So who knows? Maybe in the future, I'll probably clarify at some point in time when I start doing like not blooper reels only EX stuff. So I mean, hey, if you want to enjoy that type of stuff, I'll probably say when. But you know, I hope people enjoy my random blooper reel sometimes. What about a VP reaction tag? I've been so fucking lazy to do that. I keep forgetting to do it, actually. I just don't know what to do for the tag, honestly. I feel like most people do like name and koe. So I mean, I've thought about just doing like Clawmark, koe. Koe makes sense because it's voice, and I'm like, okay, cool. And then you guys can just use that tag. It's so easy. But I'm just like, I don't know. I think you guys are just free to post on whatever the fuck you want. If anything, the general tag is like the easiest, if I'm going to be completely honest. If you post in the general tag, then I will see it and I'll be like, awesome, cool. But yeah. I don't know. There's a part of me that it kind of wants to avoid seeing the reactions to the voice packs in particular because I'm fucking terrified of what some people will say. Because I am equally as much, and although I get the point being is that it's okay for people to give me constructive criticism, being like, you're not voice acting enough, or this isn't, you know, elaborate enough, blah, blah, blah. You know, I think it's one of those situations, right? However, it would be fine. It would be fine. I would want to still hear what people think of the voice packs to begin with. I'm just more afraid of in the future of like, it's like this was not worth the $5, and I'll be like, oh, you know what I mean? So, I one day, please, I hope the voice pack is good. Anyway. Oh, your voice packs have been worth all the money, all of my money, sir. Keep doing what you do. Awesome. I'm just gonna I'm gonna write so many more stupid ones. Try his best. Awesome. Be more afraid of people giggling, kicking feet over you, VPs. I will only be afraid of that when it comes to the VPs that are meant to be like kind of more BFE-esque, because I will never be outright BFE, but I think BFE-esque is the right way to put it. Even then, I don't know. I like the goofy ones. I like the goofy ones. The goofy ones are so me. They're so me because it's like I can just be fun and happy and be haha goofy, you know. So it's thoughts. You know? Okay, but what anime was redacted? Oh, I can't tell. Ooh, an echo of BFE? Yeah. I don't know. I just like having fun. I like having fun. Ow. Okay. I'm gonna go get another snack before we Pomu later. I guess should I even try? No. All right, I'm gonna wrap up today. I am glad. Thank you guys so much for letting me just have a talk today, as opposed to doing like a full-on stream. And having to play a game today. This was very relaxing, very fun. I hope you guys had a good time too. I hope some messages made some sort of impact and you guys were able to get something from this as well today. I hopefully we'll see you tomorrow for Friday Night Val. It might have to start earlier in the day. Who knows? It might not be at like 6 p.m. Might have to be at like 2. I don't know. I'll say something on Twitter if that's the case. But I do appreciate it. Thank you guys. Once again, if you're new to membership, have fun. I'm gonna post more shit. I'm so sorry that I keep saying I'm gonna post shit, but that I don't. I keep forgetting, and also I need to get things cleared by my manager because that's important. Other than that, I am going to get some more work done before we go to Pomu, and then I'm going to take a break tonight, and that way tomorrow morning I will be fine and I can do the rest of my work, and then I will see you guys for more fun on the weekend. Or actually, no, you guys are at Impulse, by the way. Yeah, anyone who's going to Impulse, have fun. If you do happen to see anyone, tell them Claude sent you, and that, or if you do have a meeting green spot, tell them that Claude sent you, and that that I said to say fuck it, we ball, and then have a good time. All right, cool. Stay in school. Don't do crimes. Don't do drugs. Yes.